Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sowing and Reaping channel. And there's something wrong with this picture here. Let me just do something here real quick. I forgot my hat. I forgot my hat. There we go. All right, there we go. I'll make this appropriate for tonight. I should have got the judge wig I wanted to get when I was going to do this. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today we're going to do a pre-trial. And I know a lot of you probably feel a certain way about me doing these kind of videos, but I look at it like this. If I can do this to other people in the community, then I certainly can do this to Shanny, especially since Shanny is calling herself a Christian. She's back actually on Rumble, calling herself Shannyforchrist. Before I go any further, let me acknowledge this live chat, and I got a little surprise for you guys today. And nothing big, just a little bit of a surprise. Carl Vincent's watching. Kelly Butts, how you doing, Kelly? Keep hating, bro. Just keep hating. You got Sabella here. You got Shaza here. Moody here. Sarah here. Green-eyed girl is here. Miss Muddock is here. Moody is here. Truth is here. Let's get biblical. How you doing, bro? How's it going, man? We got Twinkle World Order here. Van Slug Cleaning Service here. Yeah, we got a lot of people here. Girl Zen is here. Girl George is here. Cindy Foresta is here. I noticed that some people are coming over from the G-Man channel. Let me explain why I started the Sowing and Reaping channel, what I'm going to be doing today, and whether or not this is going to be your cup of tea here today. Okay, so first and foremost, I started the Sowing and Reaping channel originally was just do a whole bunch of YouTube shorts and try to like attract children to the channel. But I was also friends with this lady on YouTube called Shannyforchrist, and recently that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I was trying to help them out. There was in a rough patch. The whole world hated them. I was the only friend on the planet Earth that actually tried to help them or whatever. That's not literally true, but you know what I mean. I exaggerate a little bit, but I tried to help her. She stabbed me in the back, and now I'm from time to time I come on this channel and make videos exposing her and showing everybody who and what she really is, because she is a very manipulative person, and she just makes stuff up out of thin air. And I want to get this message out just like everybody else is trying to do it. But this is not going to be my primary focus on the channel. I'm just doing this for now. I actually have something pretty entertaining planned for this channel, similar to what I'm doing to the G-Man channel with the debate arena. And if you are coming from the other channel and you're used to me dealing with the Hebrew Israelites, don't worry. I'm actually working on a documentary for the moderates. I just haven't finished it yet. I got to take my time with those kind of things. And then when I finish with that, I'll upload that to the G-Man channel. But what I'm going to do today, because at first this was going to be a Shanny Royal Rumble. That's what I've been talking about on the other channel, is kind of what I've been talking about in private. And the idea was to let people just come in and tell their stories about what it's like to actually be around Shanny, or to talk about being friends with her and how she acts and everything. But instead of doing a Shanny Royal Rumble, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pre-trial. Now, please understand this, just like the other pre-trials, my name is not Jesus. I don't get final say on where anyone goes. However, if Shanny should die today under her present circumstances, with the things that she's doing and what she's professing to be true, I do not believe that she would go to heaven. I believe she would go somewhere else. And I use these pre-trials to try to show people why that's the case. And since other people can attest to me doing it to them, and for crying out loud, Sabella's in the chat, I did it to her. I do it to a lot of other people. But Shanny is no different, and Shanny needs to go through this. She needs to see that the claims that she's making on Rumble Twitch, even though she's not on it no more, what she was saying on YouTube when she was here, what she was saying on Odyssey or whatever platform, Twitter, Twitch, or whatever she was on, all of that stuff is malarkey. I'm going to prove today, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that what she presents on social media is a farce. It is a lie, and it is meant to deceive and to manipulate, as opposed to trying to bring people to Christ. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna have a little bit of fun doing that when I do it, and I'm gonna let other people come in here and do the same. Because let's face it, most people are doing this in people's live chats and comment sections. Now I'm gonna give them a chance to come on here and actually say what they want. I just ask one thing when you guys come in, is not to cuss, because when you cuss, you know, it's YouTube won't I won't be able to say in the algorithm so that my stuff can go out to so people can find my stuff. The cussing thing is something that YouTube is really coming down on. I don't know how she was able to grow so much with all that cussing that she did on her channel. But we're going to get into that. I invited Veckel in here. I'm going to put the link out there for you guys to join. But I got a couple of videos I want you guys to watch, because a lot of you don't know this. For those of you who may not know nothing about this, Shanny and Rev are broke. Rev was worth $700,000. A lot of you know that. Don't need to go into detail about that. Y'all already know all that. He got involved with Shanny. Actually, it was more than 700,000. It was almost $1 million. But he had a lot of money and assets. He got involved with Shanny, got sloppy with his money, and now he is literally broke. He barely has 25 cents in his pocket. And there's reasons for this. It's not me calling him names or doing all this other stuff. Sabella knows this. Jules knows this. Burnt Toast knows this. Dragnut. Everybody on here who's ever talked about those two knows why this guy lost everything that he had. And it wasn't because people keep making negative videos about them. Because let's think about this a minute. If you're worth $700,000 and you get kicked off a platform, how does that affect your finances? Let me say this again. If you're worth $700,000 and you get kicked off a platform, how does that affect your finances unless you're already broke? But Shanny is trying to convince everybody that she can't succeed because of the people on YouTube. I don't think, and by the way, if you are a Shanny supporter and you're watching this, I want you to take a look at these first couple of clips. Some of these clips are gonna be kind of boring because they're not the usual her being mad and cussing. And I can show you the stuff where she calls me and other people on here the N-word. It's me, Life of a Free Spirit, Dragnut, BGTV, Miss Park, a whole bunch of people on here got called the N-word, and y'all already know how I feel about that, right? But what I want to do, and by the way, I'll be putting the link out there for you guys to come in so you can present your evidence, or you can present your testimony or whatever you want to put out before we give the final verdict on on Shannon or whatever. And if anybody thinks I'm making this stuff up, I will give you the links to or the names of the channels that has these archives. There's Shabby for Christ. There's Shabby for Christ. I'm sorry, XX Archive. There's XX Archive, Shabby for Christ, Fundy Archive. She can delete her stuff all she wants, but there's a whole bunch of people in here that got a good portion of her videos on their platforms. Sabella has a lot of them. Dragnut has a lot of them. I don't know, but I think Miss Parker has some of them. She doesn't have a lot of them. There's a few people on here that has a lot of the things that she said, the things that she's done and said about her own man. And we're going to get into that because number one, she's been claiming that she's been married for the longest, and she's claiming to be a Christian. You understand what I'm saying? Something's got to be said about that, because that's nonsense. And I actually have a video, the very, very first video we're going to watch before I let people come in here. I'm going to be doing this for about a half an hour before you guys come in. I got a video I want you guys to take a look about common law marriage, because that's what they're claiming that they are. They are common law. Now, I looked it up for Boulder, Colorado, and apparently if you're together for a week or two, you know what I mean, you're considered common law in Boulder, Colorado. They don't live in Boulder, Colorado. They live in Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania got totally different laws. Let me show you what I mean here. And then I want to talk about how she violated TOS on Rumble, how she violated it on Twitch, how she violates it on YouTube, and what people need to do to stop her from all this ridiculous manipulation that she is doing on her platform. All right. So let's take a look at this here real quick. Okay. First and foremost, and by the way, yes, this used to be my friend. I consider her to be a friend, somebody who I could trust, somebody who I could tell things to a certain degree. and then I considered Rev a friend. I still think Rev's a victim, but I consider him to be a friend. Now I look at both of them as being foes and liars and users. Because that's how they present themselves. And Rev, if you don't like being called these things, then disassociate yourself from the person who's mainly doing it. And all of us know who's doing it. But Rev, don't get on here and act like you don't lie, dude, because you do. Especially when you're doing this. Honey, do you approve of what I say? Honey, do you approve what I say? Like, come on. So anyway, let me show everybody this first video. It'll be my bad. Maybe I should just play the audio. No, I'm going to show everybody this video real quick. I'm going to look at this really quick. It feels good to finally have my camera on, man. Let me share the audio. Hold on. When this laptop is different. On the other laptop, it doesn't present like this. That's weird. All right, so hopefully all of you can see this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My audio. I got to cut my audio off. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta pause my audio first real quick. So just give me a second here.
Edition of the law, and you were going to talk about an issue involving the changing laws around common law marriage. Here are attorneys Greg Felleman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, welcome to the show today.
Thanks for having us, Dave.
All right, let's get to this question. And we were just talking about how these laws have changed, so it's going to be an interesting one. How hard is it to prove common law marriage? We've been together since 2000. Now he's gay. I know the laws have changed. So what happens here?
Well, very simply, there is no common law marriage in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The law changed about 10 years ago, and it was abolished. So you cannot prove common law marriage in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, under the old law, they used to look to see whether or not you held yourself out as a married couple, if you lived together, if you paid bills together. There's some of the factors that would prove common law marriage, but as the law states right now, common law marriage does not exist in Pennsylvania.
All right, great answer to a question that.
So, Exhibit A. First thing I want to point out is that in Pennsylvania, you cannot be considered common law marriage because there is no law saying that just because you live with each other that you're considered married via common law. So that's Exhibit A. Exhibit B is that Shanny and Rev continually consider themselves or get on social media and tell everybody that they are married. They have no marriage certificate. They have no marriage certificate at all. Okay? Everybody saw the breakup. Everybody saw Rev get arrested. What did Shanny say? Oh, I broke up with him. You don't break up with your husband. You divorce your husband. But she broke up with him. So, ladies and gents, if Shanny and Rev are not married and they're living with each other and they're having sex with each other, we won't even talk about the vulgar language or the disgusting practices that they have verbally shared with all of us that makes us want to all barf and vomit. But I want you to think about this a minute. They did porn too, by the way. They did porn, for those of you who didn't know. But that's neither here nor there. If they're living with each other and they're having sex and they're not married, what does that make them? For the Christians that are watching this, even unbelievers know what this is. Because a lot of them will be like, well, I think God is unfair and everything and whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about shacking up. If they're shacking up, they're not married. They refuse to go do it the right way. How many of you would pay for them to get married? For them to go to the state and actually go get married? You want to see proof? Offer to pay for her to get married. She will say no. You want to know why? Her food stamps are going to be affected by it. Her insurance will be affected by it. Shanny is not married. Shanny is fornicating. Shanny is living in direct sexual sin against God. And she's walking around here claiming that she is a child of God, that she's a Christian. That's why none of you need to worry when she says, I'm going to go talk to my father and I'm going to go pray and he's going to exact judgment. No, he isn't. Because he ain't going to hear her prayer because she's in sin. She's in unrepentant sin. She won't even acknowledge her sin. So Shanny and Rev are shacking up. They did porn. They're practicing all kinds of like disgusting practices, and they verbally tell everybody what they do. And then the information that I have in my head about the bed and the couch and but anyway, and the fact that they refuse to bathe and all this other stuff. But the fact of the matter is that they're having sex. They're not married. That makes them fornicators. And the reason why I have this picture behind me, let me show everybody what I'm talking about. The reason why that picture is behind me is because I want to let everybody know that when she was with Chris, she was actually married. You see, JWE, Jason, Rev, is so clueless. He's so brainwashed. He's so brain dead. He's lost so many brain cells that he kind of forgot that he needs that piece of paper to prove that he's actually married in the state that he's in. He's not considered married in the state of PA. Yet, this man says, I believe in the principles of Jesus. Give me that Bible. I need to feel the leather. He doesn't read the contents of the Bible, doesn't go into any doctrines, can't quote anything or whatever, but he wants to feel the leather. And he believes in the principles of Jesus. He had $700,000. He could have got married. Chose not to do it in Colorado. Why? We all learned because she didn't want to lose her food stamps. They're in Pennsylvania right now. They can ask for a donation so they can get married. They get the donation, they're going to go buy Delta 8. They're going to go buy weed. They are not going to go do what they got to do. So the first thing I want to point out is that these two ain't nothing but a bunch of fornicators. But now, who is the blame for them being broke? And I would like to put an apology out there to Dragnut. I'd like to apologize to Burnt Toast. I'd like to apologize to Miss Parker. I don't even like the guy, but I'd like to apologize to BGTV. I apologize to Sabella. I apologize to Mistar, who, by the way, Mistar has been correct about Shanny since day one. Y'all watching Carrie? Y'all watching Draven and Dragon? Mistar has been doing this longer than everybody. You know, nobody's watching her, but Mistar has been doing this a lot longer. Her videos are a lot shorter and not as condensed or whatever, but her videos are a lot shorter. And Mistar has been playing and been calling her out for a long time. But I like to apologize to all those people because they were correct about this woman. They were 100% correct. What I think a lot of you got to understand is that we men are not good at seeing the manipulation of women. Women will typically pick up on manipulation, on the manipulation that they're putting on men a lot faster than men will. We don't see certain things. Some men will pick it up quick if they got experience. Me, like I said, I'm a victim. Rev's a super victim because he lost his virginity to her. That's number one. He believes a lot of what's coming out of her mouth, and he's afraid to speak up because if he does, he's going to get a broken nose, and we all know it. We know that she's beating him up. All right, so just cut the baloney. All right, and like I said, if I didn't see some of the things that I saw when I was associated with these two, I would have never believed it. I would think that Shanny was an innocent little baby who just misunderstood. No. The claims about their house stinking and all that stuff is true. Anyway, so let's get into this here a little bit more. So anyway, they're fornicating. So they're in sexual sin. Yet Shannyforchrist is calling himself a Christian. So she might start trying to say, well, G-Man, you can't say I'm not a Christian because I'm backsliding. You know, I wasn't always doing that. I was married to Chris, so I'm backsliding. I can always repent. That's an argument that she can make. So exhibit number 2. She blames everybody on YouTube. She bears false witness on YouTube by saying that the reason why she's homeless or poor or don't have a dime to her name is because of the YouTube trolls. That's her claim. Her claim is that she's broke. She lost all of her money because of the people on YouTube getting her fired from jobs. Very interesting claim. You see, this is why I started supporting a lot of these archive channels, because you'll be surprised what you can find on here about what she actually did with the money. Yep, she took an axe, and we're going to get to her violence. We'll get to that in a minute, but let me put that out there so everybody can see that there. She took an axe to Chris. I'm aware of that. But, I mean, he did cheat on her best friend, but that doesn't get her off the hook. So we'll talk about that when it's time to get to it. But let's take a look at what she did with her money. And one of the items that you're going to see in this, she actually owns. As a matter of fact, there's only one item in this entire, maybe two items that she has in this whole thing that she owns that Rev refuses to throw in the garbage. And you're going to see why. You're going to see why. And it's going to tell you something psychologically about Rev and how he feels about this entire situation. So let me now this all credit goes to Shabby for Christ. She uploaded this he or she uploaded this 3 days ago. This is one of a bunch of things that Miss Shanny did with his money with Rev's permission. Just because Shanny spent the money doesn't mean Rev didn't give her the permission to do it. Rev is just as guilty. So let's take a look at this. This is going to be interesting. A little boring, but I think a lot of you will get the point. As usual, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to play these videos. These videos, one of the videos is about 11 minutes. The other one's about 2 minutes. And then after that, we're going to talk about what she did with all of that money, $700,000. And we haven't even talked about the things that he owned, the assets. But anyway, let's get into all of this, okay? I mean, for crying out loud, I gave him back a microphone that was worth $2,000. I didn't even know what the thing was worth. He told me. So let's screen share. I'm going to mute my microphone. Next person you're going to hear is going to be Shanny.
And then we're going to do a torrid haul. A $1,200 torrid haul. I got some deals. I got some clothes. And my husband here is going to be my assistant. Okay. So shall you bring the first black bag, sir?
I will bring the first black bag.
Thank you.
And it's a nice bag because it's a reusable bag and you can take this next time you go to work.
Exactly.
Good shop.
Exactly.
Here, my dear, is your first bag.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess the first clothing I got, I'm just gonna pull it out, is this beautiful sweater for Christmas. Look at that. And it's got these straps up here, so it's gonna be like hanging off the shoulders. So it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. The next item I got, actually this is from the hubby's instruction.
Yes.
Is this beautiful plaid dress
That's hot.
right here.
Dang. Can I say that torrid clothes are perfect for you?
They are.
They really are. It's like gothy and funky. It's
Oh, this is for tonight.
yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Isn't that a beautiful color? I know. I'm gonna be like, oh, hi, big boy. I got a pair of matching underwear that goes with it.
Oh.
All right, this is a bomb outfit. Look at this shit. Look at the material.
Yeah, man. That is so cool.
This is the shirt. It's got a back right there. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is.
That's seriously cool.
And it goes like over here so it hides your little poochie.
And honey, why don't you tell the folks where you're wearing this outfit that you put together?
I got this outfit from Dia Box.
Okay. No.
And look at these pants. Look at these pants. Look at them. They're all like, I'll show you. I actually have a blazer that will go over this. I'm actually going to be wearing this in a professional setting.
A professional setting.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next thing is another Revy Poo suggestion.
Yeah, I was just suggesting.
It's this beautiful dress right here with a plaid on the bottom, pleated little skirt. It's all a dress. It's all connected.
Yes, please.
That is so beautiful.
Stuff is so nice.
I know.
Gorgeous.
Check out these freaking bats.
Oh,
These are so bohemian,
they are.
and they're huge, so they're gonna be like very roomy for me.
Yeah.
But I wanted like really big pants I could like wear around with like a little tank top or something. These are it. Just flared.
So pretty.
Flowers up front for you.
Are they
So
kind
you
of
can
bell
see them.
bottomy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very bell bottomy.
Very cool shit, man. Steady, Chief. Steady. Steady.
My next is another Rev suggestion.
Yes.
Is this beautiful hoodie. Look at this. It's got a hummingbird on it, flowers,
That's very high quality.
and look at the back. This is the back of it. Isn't that gorgeous?
It reminded me of Bob Ross.
It's very Asian inspired. I notice.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Very Asian inspired.
It is, yeah.
The next thing I got. This is another Rev suggestion.
Yes.
Is this beautiful skirt. Look at the end of the skirt. Look at the trim. This is so cute. It's also going to be huge on me. But
That's good.
we'll work it.
Room is good.
Room is good. I might wear this skirt at the Snoop Dogg concert.
Yeah.
That would be bomb.
Oh my God. So you gotta wear that dress, that onesie dress with the fishnets.
Okay,
For Snoop
here's
Dogg.
another bomb shirt. Look at this.
Snoop D-O double jizzle.
It's got a zipper in the back. Gosh, it's all messed up. It's got a zipper in the back. Look at the front. It like twists around here and like kind of gives you a little peekaboo.
So pretty.
That's gonna look bomb. And then it has a sleeve. I love it too. All right, that one. Let's see. Nothing else in that bag. Next bag, so.
All right. So do I have to go over it?
Okay, there you go, baby. All right. It's very Christmassy.
It's pretty.
And this, I saw from Amberlynn Reed, and I really wanted it. It's the purpose why I actually wanted to go to Torrid is for this sweater.
Ah.
The elusive star sweater.
Oh, that's nice.
It's so cozy.
Oh my God.
It's so soft.
That was so cute on you.
I love it. It's beautiful,
Cute.
isn't it?
Cute on you.
It's so cute. All right. Okay. Oh. Now I got like the bourgeois type stuff.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like I told you. The underwear right there to match.
Okay, that's where I draw the line. I don't want to see your underwear, Shanny. I'm sorry. I just don't want to see that. I draw the line at that, dude. No underwear. No. Oh boy. So they spent a lot of their money on stupid stuff. I mean, that was a video where her spending her money on clothes. $1,200 on, from what I can gather from the entire video, if you want to go watch it in your free time, maybe about 12 to 14 items. $1,200 on clothes. Now, their money was starting to get low during this time. Shanny was showing her faith that the stock market would continue to be strong and it would thrive. She never foresaw the global thing that was coming on to the world or whatever. And she spent all of her money on clothes. I have another video here that I'm going to spare you guys of where she has a $250 cologne perfume. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm not going to spare you guys. I'm going to let you guys watch that. Because when I open up the room, Oh, and then she spent her money on something else too. Then she made a claim on here that I want everybody to see. So is this one right here? Okay, so this is on Rev here again because Rev spent all his money on those clothes. This is just a small example. We didn't look at the video games. We didn't look at the hauls for we didn't look at the video which he bought the PS5. None of the other stuff and whatnot. We don't need to because everybody saw that, right? So let me show you this video on a perfume that she got. You can get a good perfume for about 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks tops. You don't got to spend the money on what she just did here. Let me show everybody what I'm talking about here. Like I said, she thought this $700,000 was going to last forever. In the back of, sometimes I think that sometimes in the back of Rev's mind,
Oh, my man absolutely, let me just tell you, my man absolutely 100%, like, check this, babies. My man loves me like 100% that he's willing to buy me this. This is Christian Dior's Joy. And guess how much this perfume costs? $258. Because it smells so wonderful. And I'm going to put this $258 perfume on by Christian Dior. Because you know what? I may be white trash, but I'm expensive white trash. And that's all that matters. Is to be you want to see the most coolest thing about this bottle? Not only is it like thick fucking glass, like you can't fucking break this, but this, check this out. Check the lid out. Oh, did you see that?
So one of the things that I wanted to point out with showing that video is that not only was she buying expensive clothes, that she was buying expensive perfume, and she was showing off when she was doing it. There's a video that exists with Shanny putting down people, not Shanny, where Rev is putting down people who's getting food stamps. See, Shanny keeps telling everybody the lie that that she don't do nothing to nobody, that she helped everybody, and now look at her, she's down and out, and she didn't do nothing to nobody. When I'm done with my Hebrew Israelite documentary, I'm not gonna do a docu video, but I am literally gonna make a video showing everybody how to lose $700,000 like that, and what kind of women to stay away from like her, because she spent this guy into poverty, and he allowed it to happen because he wanted to make her happy, knowing he didn't have any job skills, even though both of them lied and claimed that they did when they don't. Okay, so let me show you guys something here. There's another video on here. Shanny doesn't do nothing to nobody. Now, we saw her buying the expensive clothes. Why do I need to know about this? Why is she getting on? Hold on a minute. Why is she getting on YouTube telling me about how expensive her clothes are? That's none of my business, right? Why do I need to hear about that? Why do I need to hear about some $250 perfume? Why is that my business? Why is that my business? And Rev, I hope you're watching. I got a little surprise for you in this video. I got a little show and tell to show you. And no, I'm not going to be showing off. I'm just going to show you how to have a brain the next time you come into money. All right? So, but that's a little bit later in the show. I got a little bit of a surprise. Nothing big, but it'll be significant to him. I promise you that. But I'm mean. I really got to start being more nice on here. Stop being this mean. But you want to know what? Shanny should have never made that video. Shanny shouldn't have tried to play me. So anyway, and you'll all see what I mean soon enough. I want you to take a look at this video and see what she's doing in this next video. You see, not only did she spend the money, we all know about that, on weed and on clothes. She spent the money on expensive perfume. But then Rev had an epiphany. He had a Revelation News TV revelation about why people don't like Shanny on here. It had nothing to do with her calling somebody the N-word. Vaughn, if that's you or whoever that is, I never gave you the link, so you won't be broadcasted. Whoever that is, you're not getting in here because I didn't give nobody the link. Until I get the link, nobody's coming in here. And I take that as a sign of disrespect if that's you, Vaughn. I don't know if that's you or not. But anyway, I want to show everybody Rev's revelation here real quick. Then I'm going to let everybody come in the room and we're going to really get into this stuff. Hold on a minute. What am I doing? Mute. All right, something's wrong with my computer. Just give me a second here, guys. I'm trying to present this, and for some reason, it's not doing it. Let me just check YouTube real quick. Okay, there we go. So let's try it again.
Oh my God. Hi, folks. Oh my God. I'm trying to, I want to go back in my mind to the first time I remember really paying attention to Shanny on YouTube. And I definitely think it was around the time of when she got me into Hangouts. I really went to her channel and I was like, yeah, let's check out Shanny's channel, see what she says. And she immediately became like a very frequented channel for me because I liked her content. From everything she would do, I would like. You know, like if it was even the character stuff like Big Mama and stuff like that, which is cool too. I love her characters. It's cool. But I noticed something right from the start with Shannon, and it never made any sense to me. It never made a lick of sense to me. But I would look in her comments and I would look at videos that had been made about her by other people, the majority of which are pretty much lost to history, her stuff included, which stinks because she had cool content. She had a lot of good stuff. And I'm kind of sad my channel's gone too, but it's like an era gone. It's just gone. That's the way I felt about it. It's like you had a mission as a watchman for like 7 years. And I started in 2012 and I deleted the channel in 2019. In 2019, I guess. So it was like a 7-year mission. Anyway, I had always noticed in comments, and Jesus God, if you look at the amount of videos that are made on Shanny, just type in Shannyforchrist and then hit enter. You'll see her channel at the top. And then after that, oh my God, it's like, she's one of the most talked about people in stardom in the country, I would say. Like a lot of people make videos about her. I just found one yesterday made by a guy that's named Cecil McFly. And the video has 197,000 views. It's about my wife. It's like an hour and 53-minute documentary about my wife. With 197,000 views. I want money. She wants money. You people are making money off of us. I want money. If I'm going to appear in videos for entertainment, I want money. Anyway, I'm going to let that go. If I'm going to be your fucking Brad Pitt, I want a paycheck. You got that? What? Yeah. If I'm going to be your entertainment, I want a fucking paycheck. They pay Brad Pitt good fucking money. Anyway, back to the story. As Amanda Breck says, back to the story. All right. The fact is that for some reason, and I'm trying to understand this because I've seen it. It's not something you can convince me that's not the case because I've seen it with my own two eyes and I've heard it with my own two ears. The amount of hate that Shanny has gotten from day one on the internet is completely disproportionate to what kind of hate should be out there about her. I mean, let's really think about it. Ow. Let's really think about it, all right? This is a woman with two awesome kids that has a YouTube channel, and she makes vlog videos about either her opinion on something or scripture. It's a vlog channel almost, Shanny's channel. And you're telling me that she deserves the amount of hate. I don't care what her opinion might be. This is a free fucking country, and you have the right to express any view that you might have. But I want the evidence that she's such a horrible person. I want the evidence. I want receipts on it. And I know what you're going to say. It's like, oh, we already know all the bad stuff that she's done. Well, once again, this is an issue of she is responding to people. You cannot find one occasion where Shanny has been an aggressor to somebody else, that she is just the one going after the person. And don't say me, because it wasn't true. Okay. I was developing very serious feelings for her. And I was kind of childlike because I don't have a lot of experience with relationships. It's true. And I got scared and I was going to run again. But I finally listened to Lejeune's song for me on the Seven Dust album, Blackout the Sun, the first track. It tells you, I think he's speaking directly to my soul. He's saying, don't run away, because there's somebody that's going to come to you that is your fucking soulmate. And she's really cool. But you got to be strong for her. Son, don't run away. Listen to the first track on the Seven Dust album, Blackout the Sun. That was like, I heard that song for the first time. I said, oh my God, that he's speaking to me. Lejeune like wrote a song for me or something. Not really, but it's spiritual. It's spiritual. Lejeune's a brother in Christ. So he's feeling the end times too, right? Oh my God. Lejeune should have a YouTube channel, man. He's woke. He knows what's going on.
I should probably warn everybody. I got a certain amount of tolerance. I can bear listening to the stupidity coming out of their mouth sometimes. So anyway, I thought that was a video anyway where he was going to say that you guys were jealous of her. And that was the revelation. I think as you go a little bit more into the video, he actually says it. But The fact of the matter is, not only did she spin him into poverty, not only did they become homeless at one point or another, but he believes that everyone's that everyone's jealous of her. Everyone's jealous of her. Now, I'm not going to be no hypocrite, because at one time I believed the same thing too. I believe that people was jealous of the Goblin Queen, was jealous of the Queen, was jealous of some of the talent that she had. But looking back at this video, the reason why you guys saw me laughing in the background is because I just noticed how many different times he was just doing this. She was literally in the bathroom with him, telling him and coaching him on what to say. Hey, Rev, I know you're watching this, dude. Prove me wrong. And I'll show you just how many videos exist on the internet with you doing that. I might be, if I can find my phone, I might be able to do it in real time when I'm standing in the room when you're actually making a video for her and you're looking at her when you're doing it. You better hope I can't find it, because if I do find it, I'm gonna have a field day just laughing at you, dude. But let's try to remember a couple of things, Rev. Now, we know that both of you are irresponsible when it comes to money. Rev, you're an idiot if you believe that that's your soulmate, because primarily this woman came into your life to spend your money. And I'm telling you, if I would have been okay with with not letting you back in that house, you would have never got back in there. You have no idea what that woman would. Listen to me. A lot of YouTubers don't even know this. Okay. A lot of you are not privy to just how sick and what kind of a person this woman really is at the end of the day. He was locked up in jail. The uncle gave him money. She spent the money when she was supposed to give it back to him. And then she tried to get me and wanted him to permanently stay out. And you heard out of his own mouth that she has 2 wonderful kids. Rev, I know you're real opinion in those kids. And from day one, you always wanted it to be just you and her. So cut the baloney, dude. Okay? Just cut it. The only reason you're with her is because your mom died, you were lonely, and you needed someone to take her place. That is the only reason you're with that woman. You don't love her. You don't got all of these feelings you say you got for her. And all of that garbage that she bought in that video is all in the garbage, except for that black sweater with the stars that she refused to throw away. A lot of you don't know this. I think they paid like maybe $200 for that sweater. I took Shanny to Walmart, had cash in my hand. I said, Shanny, pick any one of those sweaters and I'll get it for you. It was gonna be brand new. That black sweater has fleas on it. It stinks. It is dirty and is disgusting. I get that he wants to hold on to it because he spent all of this money on it. But that shirt needs to be thrown in the garbage. It needs to be euthanized. It needs to be put to death. That's what needs to happen to that sweater. He needs to get some scissors and just end his misery. It is disgusting. But anyway, going off topic. The woman is both of them are irresponsible spenders. That's why they're broke. Okay. They are in sexual sin. We already pointed that out. Shanny went to Colorado for one reason and one reason only. Her mother said it best, and that is so that she can get high, not to do with her pain. Everybody saw in the video she was doing just fine, standing up, showing everybody the clothes. Shanny, you know I'm telling you the truth when it comes to this. When it comes to shopping, I mean real shopping. I'm not talking about going to the store to buy no Pepsi or to buy no Coca-Cola or nothing like that. I'm talking about if I came over there right now and I said, let's go shopping with about $1,000, I promise you this, you're getting off your behind and you all of a sudden you're going to be able to walk. Oh, your pain is magically going to be gone. You're not going to be ODing on medication. Every 5 minutes, you'll be calling Rev and asking where he is. So she spent you into the situation that you're in, and you still calling this woman your soulmate. There's video after video after video where you getting mad and saying the exact same things, that she pushed her way into your life, which we both know is true. Unfortunately, I can't prove that the way I want to prove it because I was dumb. I didn't record it like I should have. But you did admit in that car that she not only, and this is how she did it. They just showed up. He was not expecting them. She knocked on the door. He answered, and she said she had nowhere to go. And then when she started to live there, they got into their first argument. He wanted to throw her out, and then she tried to argue. And this is a good solid year and some change before I got rid of him. But he told me, no, I would say about a year and a half before I finally got rid of them or whatever. And they were living with the uncle or whatever. But he told me that that she claimed squatters' rights, that she had nowhere to go and they wouldn't kick her out, which is ridiculous because I told him, and as I told everybody before in the past, that I would pull the roof off the building before I let them just stay in there for free. it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? I'll pull the windows out or whatever. Yo, you can't do that in PA. I can do whatever I want to my place. Show them your lease and your rights. You ain't got no lease. You ain't got no rights. I can do whatever I want to it. I can tell them to condemn it with you in it. You know what I mean? If you don't leave, be stupid if you want. But anyway, the point is that they both were irresponsible with their money. They're both in sexual sin. Neither one of them are married yet, and people are just sitting there looking at them. There's some people out there pitying them, going, "Oh, you're in this situation. You're in this." Listen to me. Go watch all of the wakey bakey she did. Go to Shanny's channel and ask her how much all that weed cost that she was buying. And don't give me that, "Oh, G-Man, you're just hating." Listen to me. When I was dumb, when I was brainwashed, when I was stupid, I was spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this stuff, believing that stuff took away pain. No, all they wanted to do is get high. That's all they wanted to do. Rev lied to my face on multiple occasions and said he didn't want to work. And that's another Christian principle I want to bring up. This dude is lazy. He is lazy. Shanny is lazy. Forget all that fibromyalgia garbage. Forget all of that that mentally ill stuff. They're lazy. Not only do they not want to work, they don't want to sweep, they don't want to mop, they don't want to wipe, they don't want to use toilet paper, they don't want to do a lot of different things. But I'm gonna let you guys come in here. We're gonna talk about it. So we got quite a few things on the docket here today. We gotta talk about Shanny. And I want people to come in here with their stories, with their experience with her, whether you be in the chat or whether you have been with her in person or whatever. Please click on the link, come in the room, and let's talk about your experience with the Goblin Queen, with the woman who thinks she's all that in a bag of buffalo wings, with the woman who thinks she's so talented that nobody can touch her, with the woman who's a manipulative master at what she does. I heard a stream where she was cussing out this girl on YouTube called Carrie and calling her all kinds of beads and saying this and then this, that, and the other. And people were saying that she said this, that, and the other. Not one time do you see them clicking on the link to see whether or not any of the information was true. Anything, they said things about me, that I was the one that flagged their channel and I did this and I did that and I did. And then they don't even research it. They got me on Skype. They got me on Facebook, and they will not contact me to ask me, but they believe it. Absolutely hilarious. What's up, Sabella?
I have posted the link far and wide for everyone who wants to join.
All right, cool. So, Sabella, you know Shanny for a while. Why don't you tell everybody some stories about her from yourself, especially when it was justice for Shanny days? You know what I mean? When she was mad at me and everybody was trying to get her justice. You got any stories about Shanny?
The one time I didn't answer her phone call at like 1 a.m, she made 6 videos.
Wondering if you was okay, right?
Yeah.
Very controlling.
Asking
woman.
why I wasn't talking to her. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And plus, there's her constantly hitting on Bruce. That was an issue, and you know that.
On my other phone in there, maybe I'll do it tonight if I can charge it a little bit. But on my other phone, there's some voice messages on there where she said she called me like 4 or 5 times and I didn't pick up, and she was wondering if I was alive or whatever. I'm talking to her or whatever. And you saw the eviction video where she said that that I won't talk to her, I won't pick up the phone. You know what I mean? And she wanted me out of her house. You remember that? You remember that?
I remember that. She was extremely distressed because you wouldn't answer her phone calls. She does that. She is obsessed. If you don't answer her phone calls, she freaks out.
Yeah, you have to obey her. I didn't know. The funny thing is, if you look at when all of this started, I didn't know all this stuff about her. All I knew was she came to my hangouts. She said she was a Christian. I know about the part when she denied the moon existence, but there's a lot of people doing that these days. And then I know about Chris cheating and all that. But other than that, I didn't really know her like that. You know,
people did try to warn you that she was really horrible.
Yeah. So I got some other people here. We got What Up here. So
Hello.
What's up? What up?
Hello. So G-Man, I just wanted to comment, I respect it a lot that you still care so much about Jason as a friend and want to help him.
Yeah, I want to help him, but the help I want to give him is going to involve him getting away from Shanny. Because anything I give him, he's going to spend it on her.
I don't think that's going to be possible.
Why not?
Because I don't know if you've been updated with her latest things, but she's really trying to sell the cancer scam. And as you know, uh, the mother of Rev died of cancer, so it's really making it worse for him.
Yeah, she's using it as a manipulation tool because she knows it
Yeah.
triggers him.
Yeah, the next time I'm directly in that vicinity, because I almost went there today, but the next time I'm in that vicinity, I'm gonna try to catch the uncle, and I'm gonna try to talk to him about how she's using the cancer thing to try to control him. You know,
Um,
uh,
it's
but it breaks TOS when she does that. As a matter of fact, it also breaks TOS when she goes on there making suicide threats too. I don't know why she doesn't get flagged into oblivion when she talks about wanting to end her life and everything. You can't
because
do that on social media.
she words it as saying that she wants euthanasia to be illegal, and if you word it in that way, I think it is acceptable according to TOS. But I recommend looking at her latest videos because she's really pretending to have cancer. She's now got medication from an online appointment doctor. It's getting out of hand, and
Shannon's
Jason
been dying
needs to
since
get out.
2017. Shannon's been dying since 2017. She ain't got no cancer, and that's illegal for her to get on here claiming she got cancer when she don't. Until she shows medical records, she don't got nothing. What she has is some bruising on her chest. That's about it. But that's not
Well,
cancer.
she claims that she doesn't want to share her medical records because it's private information. So that's how she gets away
With
with
all
it.
due respect, Shanny doesn't have any private life no more. People know everything about her, including her weight. They probably know what her intestines look like too. That's how open she is about her life.
Do you have a plan to get Jason out of there? Because I have to say, you haven't given up on him yet, and that's
Yes, I have given up on her.
commendable.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
I have given up on her. I don't know where you got that from. I totally gave up on him. I offered the dude back his house. He said he didn't want it. You know what I mean? And I was reminded of a clip. Somebody sent me that clip with that you guys saw today, where she said that that the house, that the car was a piece of garbage, and that she didn't want the house because that was a piece of garbage. And they've been consistently saying that for a few years now. They have no idea how it looks now because they would look pretty stupid if they walk through there now. You know, but I fixed that place up. That place is totally different now. It doesn't look like anything that was given her rev or whatever. Some of these people in the background, Little B, and there's somebody in here with a Von Helton thingy and whatnot. I'm not gonna bring you in here because I don't trust you.
I don't
You want
think
to
that's
use your real
Vaughn.
YouTube. No, that's not Vaughn. That's somebody trying to be funny. And by the way, just because Vaughn shows up on my main account doesn't mean like me and Vaughn are bosom buddies. Vaughn was getting mad at me over Skype because I keep letting people come in there, which I'm going to keep letting them do.
Someone asked if Shani went to the doctor. She didn't. So what she did is she claimed she went and that the doctor had an emergency and they had to come back. After that, they asked money for transport for the second appointment, and people gave her money, but that second appointment was actually online. It was via the internet. Now she claims
So
to
you're
have a
basically saying
mammogram.
Shirley's a scammer.
She is. Like, it's Sabella, back me up on this. She is a scammer.
She is a major scammer. She deliberately lied to people about needing money for a taxi when Medicaid will pay for a free ride to the doctors. All you have to do is call them; they pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And she has
she's
medical
completely
insurance,
lying.
and she has medical insurance, and she has food stamps. Shanny can even work and keep some of her food stamps, but they refuse to do so.
Yeah, and
There's a video
after
on YouTube that exists where she is making a YouTube video while she's at work. That video is actually on here. I forget whose channel that's on though.
didn't that get her fired?
Yes, she got
Yep.
fired from 2 different jobs doing that. And
Mhm.
I posted a video in the side chat that you might want to review later. It is her giving him 2 bites of a sandwich and then eating the entire thing
Yeah.
in front of him.
Oh, I saw that one. I saw that one.
Heather asked if she took
starving
money
him.
to go to the doctor. Isn't that fraud? It goes deeper than that. So she's been asking money for pain relief of her cancer when she doesn't have cancer at all. So it goes a lot
I'm in
deeper than
agreement.
this.
I'm in agreement. That's just more stuff against her. She's lying about having cancer. She's lying. She's lying about why she lost all that money. She's
She's
lying
been
about
making the
being
cancer
married.
claims for years.
Carla, you were
Hey,
actually
G-Man,
wrong.
I only got a little bit of time before I have to leave.
Mhm.
I got to go take care of this
State
old
your
man.
case.
Yeah. When I first started getting to know Shanny, it was through her old channel, and then we would have conversations over the phone. Right after her breakup with Chris, and I told her things about my past, about my upbringing. She stole several of my child abuse stories and claimed it was her. And my brother Mark, you know him, you've seen him online. He can verify everything I'm saying because we grew up together. And she stole the story about her mom doing whatever she did to her arm. She stole that from me because that's what my mom did to me. But my mom twisted my broken arm. She didn't pop it out of place. She changes things a little. And there was another story about her father pinning her against the wall. She stole that from me because that's what my mom did to me until I turned around and pinned her against the wall. This was when I was 16. So, and Rev has stolen his entire mental health history from me.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did, right down to the dates. And I got VA documentation to back that up. And also, my brother was a witness because I was taken to the VA from his house because the cops came and got me at his house. Rev even stole the story of when I tried to escape when I got into a fight with an orderly. He stole that story like a week after I aired it. He stole it, said that happened to him.
Yeah, they both steal stories from other people.
So,
She's stolen stories from me too.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. These two are just sick. That's probably why they think that.
And I don't know. I don't understand why they did it. Because I'm not a success in life.
Well, they don't like you. They say that that one of the things that they said about you on a regular basis is that you was terrible to your mother. And that's what they said to me over and ad nauseum, like almost on a daily
times
basis.
I was, but I would say when my mother was alive and her and me were really going at it good, she would get over on me about 8 times out of 10, maybe 2 times out of 10. I would be able to get over on her. But before my mother died, we were getting along good. I mean, we pretty much made amends.
I saw something on Twitch where Shanny said that that she wasn't really evicted from the place. She just became a complete revisionist. Now I know she's lying because they showed me
You're talking about the Colorado place?
Yeah. They're claiming that you guys made up a fake eviction thingy to get them kicked out when they was on Twitch. It was just making
on video. G-Man, she was on video months before the actual eviction, talking about how they had to leave.
And she laughed about it.
None of this was a surprise to them. It's all fake. They fake everything.
Because their plan was to be with me. That's what I'm getting to understand now. Their plan was to be with me. She felt like she was going to get me and make him look like a monster and whatnot. And I was just going to come over there and just save the day. That woman didn't know me at all. She believed that. She believed that. None of that was going to happen. Especially after I see how they were when I met them in person. Like I said, when they were living with the uncle and I was over there visiting and it was temporary, it was different. The place wasn't dirty. Like they just moved there. The bags was all over the place or whatever. And then when I got there, the bags.
No, they didn't lift a finger. They didn't lift a finger to clean that place. It didn't.
No, when they moved into the house that I got from Rev, when they moved in there, that's when I got the real thing about those people, and they waste food. I can't like emphasize that enough. Like they get packs of hot dogs where it's like 30, 40, 50 hot dogs.
I'm gonna be saying that.
You know what I mean? And then I come there thinking they ain't got no food. You guys are terrible people. And I'll go there and I'll look. Now I can't admit this at the time because you know what I mean? I'm going back and forth with dragging them. The last thing I want to do is get on here and say, oh my God, you know what I mean? What they said is true. So I go over there.
I understand.
And there's a bunch of hot dogs in the garbage. There's bread in the garbage. I'm talking about an entire loaf.
You had an invested interest to give them the benefit of the doubt.
And they had
so
entire boxes of cereal in the garbage. I spent $200-300 on their food. And a lot of that stuff was in the garbage. And then they didn't want to cook. They had a cabinet full of perfect.
After you seen that, did you buy them any more food?
Well, I kept buying them food because I was stupid. I was stupid.
Okay, well at least you
And
can
then the
admit it.
kids was
admit
there.
it.
What was I supposed to say? What was I supposed to say? Oh, y'all on your own. I know I can't do that. No. And then Shanny wanted a pizza. You already know how it goes.
I mean,
they're doing what they did to me. They're doing it. They're doing it. The YouTubers now.
G-Man, you could with good reason have said that. Yeah, like it's like you like okay, for example, if you go to like to help someone, say somebody on the street has a sign up saying please help, and you go and you hand them a couple of dollars and they just throw it on the ground, say I don't want that. You know, like that's on them. After
I know
that,
they
it's on
stopped
them.
me from buying food one time because I was trying to fill up all of the cabinets and I was trying to fill up the refrigerator. And I was like, I'm gonna buy you guys so much food, y'all gonna be sleeping on it, right? And I was gonna go over there and do that, and they stopped me and says, no, we want to make sure we got enough for what was it? They wanted enough for Delta 8. They wanted enough for the tobacco, because he used to get them big bags of tobacco, and he wanted enough to get like all these Dr. Peppers and Red Bulls. Like he wanted like all of these Red Bulls all over the place,
What
and they
does
didn't
he
want
need
good
Red Bull
nutritional
for?
food. You
He's
know,
gonna have a
so
lot
after a
of
while, I
health
started
problems.
telling them no, and I started buying them what I wanted to get them.
He's going to have a lot of health problems in a few years if he doesn't, try to do something a little more healthier than
He's
chugging
gonna
Red
be
Bulls.
toothless in a few more years. If you look at his videos, all of his teeth, he's got like this deep yellow. It's like mountains growing on his teeth of all of the disgusting things he's been doing like through the years on his teeth. It's like disgusting. He never
You
went
can't
to
help someone who doesn't want to lift a finger for themselves. You just can't.
Exactly.
You can't do it.
The thing I feel bad about him is that Shanny will not let this man go to the hospital and go see a therapist.
And I
She
mentioned this
will
on
not
one of
let
my
him go.
latest live streams, is that I now have a realization that Shanny has to do what she does. And Rev's along with her, because all they have is their cringe, is their filth, is their nastiness. They have nothing else. So they might as well try to sell it.
And Shanny doesn't give up nothing that's hers. If you guys ever meet her in person, you're always going to notice is always what Rev has. It's not try to sell her makeup, not try to sell her paperwork, dolls, or games or whatever. She's always trying to sell his stuff all the time. She never wants to sell her stuff. That woman is a freaking Black Widow spider.
You showed that video,
×3.
right? You showed that video of that haul that they made for the holidays. Everything was for Shanny. And there was nothing for the kids, nothing for Rev. Everything was for Shanny.
Right.
On the Amazon
It's all
list,
about her heart.
on the
It ain't
Amazon
about the
wish
people.
list, they had everything on there at first was for Shani.
Let me pull that up real quick.
And do you see how upset she got over having her Twitch taken down, where she was like talking like borderline suicidal and stuff, just losing it. And she wasn't acting that way when she had her kids taken away.
Well, the truth is that Rev never wanted those kids there to begin with. He
No,
said on multiple occasions.
Shanny, the mother.
No, I'm gonna get to Shanny in a minute. First, I'm gonna do Rev. Rev said that he wanted the relationship only to be between the two of them, and they didn't want the kids involved. Shanny was showing that, and when I would go visit them, because most of the time when I seen the kids, the majority of the time they was in their rooms, on their computers, or on their phones. Very rarely talking to their parents. And whenever Zachary used to go in there and talk to her mom, Rev would try to find an excuse to throw him out. Because they were always talking about, and I am not exaggerating when I say this, talking about YouTube 24/7.
That's sick.
I know other YouTubers, and they don't talk about YouTube as much as these two.
Rev was trying to keep the kids from having any quality time with Shanny.
Yep.
G-Man, could you
What a
say
piece of garbage.
Could you say a prayer for those kids?
He's full of it. He was told to say that. But go ahead.
G-Man, could you say a prayer for those kids? Because I think they could use some guidance right now.
I'll do that, but when I pray, I kind of do that in private. I don't make that.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm kind of that way myself. I'm more comfortable praying in private.
Yeah.
Okay,
but the good thing about William is, though, William always wanted to go outside and like interact with other children because of all of the stuff that was going on in YouTube. Shanny went, well, actually, I think that's baloney now. Let me stop saying that.
No, William is the younger one, right? He's the young.
He would never let them go outside and do anything.
William is the
youngest. If you look at a
youngest,
map of Scranton and you look at where that house is,
Oldest.
Marywood University is right up the street. Joe Biden's old house is right around the corner, and then right there's a park 3 blocks away. All William had to do was walk up the street, make a left, and then he can go to the park. She wouldn't even let them do that. They couldn't go to the park. They couldn't interact with other kids.
Wasn't she
They couldn't
afraid
play
that
outside or nothing.
that
They was in the house
trolls would do something?
24/7.
Wasn't she like saying that the trolls might try to do something, or?
That's what she was saying, but I don't believe that no more.
She was saying the
Because
same
it's
thing when she
ridiculous.
lived
Shanny's
with
not
Betty.
worth that much trouble. She's not worth that much trouble. Nobody
I
on
think she's full
YouTube
of
is
it.
worth that much trouble.
I think she's full of it. That's what I think.
The trolls care more about those kids than they do.
That woman had the nerve to try to manipulate me and try to tell me I gave her a death sentence because I was going to be
Yeah,
temporarily.
what happened to
out
that
of work.
blood clot she was supposed to have?
She ain't got no blood clot. She's full of it.
She was on her. She was on
And
her.
Rev's an
Rumble
idiot for
stream.
believing her, to be honest.
She was on her Rumble stream when somebody complimented her breast, and she was on her Rumble stream saying that why would anyone want to see that? I mean, and she just started talking about how nasty her breast was. But yet Rev brags about having all that.
That's all you, Rev. That's like I'm telling you, bro. That's all you, man. That is all
She was saying
you.
how nasty it's got, like it's infected and stuff like that. She was describing it. This woman is nasty, man. She is nasty.
Very nasty. Very nasty. Very nasty.
Uh,
Very nasty.
G-Man,
I'll never
could
forget
you-
when he told me, he says, no, I gotta go because I gotta go upstairs and wipe Shanny's butt. You know, I gotta be just disgusting. And I was like, that woman thought she was gonna, oh Lord, no,
he couldn't
no,
say it any
no.
better than that. He couldn't say
Huh?
like, well, I gotta go help Shanny clean up. He couldn't say it like that.
I know one thing. One thing I regret is that I never took a picture of that toilet and I never took a picture of that stupid tub. And if I did, I gotta find it. Got to find it.
I don't know how you could stand it.
I know it took
cleaning up after that woman, man.
That the toilet I made the kids clean, but the bathtub and when I say I made them do it, when I went over there, I said if y'all don't clean up this bathroom, y'all don't do this, everybody's getting out. I went there really mad one day, but
I don't blame you.
The tub, I think it took because Rev tried to do it and he couldn't do it because the tub it was so much dirt, David. There was so much dirt in that tub that it clogged the tub. It clogged the tub. That's how much gray dirt was around the tub. And when Rev tried to do it, the water kept rising and rising. I had to get a professional plumber in there to declog it. You know what I mean? And
how
then
could you have that much dirt?
Get that thing clean. It was
how could you? They were doing something other than taking showers in that tub, man.
It's disgusting.
What were they growing, a little garden in there or something?
No. Somebody think I'm talking about the litter box. No, I'm talking about the bathtub. I'm talking about
they let the cats use the bathtub as a litter box at the hotel.
Oh yeah. That I saw. The last time I went there,
might have been doing that
her present. I went to the bathroom and in the bathtub it was poop all over it was poop all in the tub and everything.
Oh my god.
But surprisingly enough, the room was clean. But I think they had room service that was coming here doing that though. And it didn't stink. And I think it's because of room service. Like the people, the maids that come in the daytime cleaning and everything. That's the only reason. It didn't stink. Not the way the house did. It was a different type of smell.
I posted a link to the blood clot video in the side chat.
Yeah, she's really pushing this cancer thing right
over
now.
there.
The only clothing that she has from that picture, the only clothing that she has from that video left us that star sweater. That's why I skipped through it. I want everybody to see that he bought her that sweater, and that's literally the only thing they got to show for $700,000.
So, am I correct in assuming, from gathering from what you've said and a few other people have hinted about, that how they do their clothes is that they will wear something, they might wear it for a day or two, take it off, just put it in a pile, and then wear something else, and then they just keep switching dirty clothes. They just keep rotating dirty clothes. They don't actually wash clothes.
I want you to picture this now. That house is pretty big, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the basement of that house, there's a working washer and there's a working dryer that they could use whenever they wanted.
Yeah.
When I used to come over there, they had a big black construction bag filled with, because I had construction bags all over that house, and it had nothing but dirty clothes. The only time I ever saw laundry get done in there is when I took the bag and I finally went and did their laundry.
So when they would change clothes, they would change dirty clothes.
Yeah.
So
when I first met Rev,
let's say I wear this shirt and then I just put it in the laundry hamper, And then to get a different shirt, I just get another dirty shirt and put it on.
Yeah.
And I'll put this shirt on again in 3 days, but
Right.
it's never been washed. I
Right.
just rotate dirty clothes. That's nasty as hell.
What I did one time for Rev to try to be nice is they have these body sprays, and I went and bought them a few of them body sprays. I bought them some shirts. One of the shirts I think she still wears every now in her videos, that orange one. And I bought them some clothes, and they went through that stuff real fast. Shanny just completely destroyed one of the shirts. And I believe the size one, it was 3Xs, I think. I got her maybe 3.5Xs, I think. Yeah, it was about 3Xs. Yeah, Shanny's big. Shanny's big.
G-Man, could you take a peek at her Amazon wish list and give your opinion on it? Sabella has posted it.
G-Man, I gotta go, man.
All right, no
if you're
problem.
If you're still on, you think I can get back in? If you're still on when I get back?
All right. Yeah. If I'm still on, it depends.
Yeah, it might be 2 or 3.
Because I'm ready to hit the gavel right now on her because she's like, oh.
Yeah, because unlike her, I actually have to go out there and do some stuff.
No, I got you.
So I gotta go, man. So thanks for letting me in.
All right, no problem.
Have a good day, man. God bless.
You too. Okay, so let me show. This video is done by a YouTuber by the name of Drader. Now, I made a video about this guy, but I'm not going to bring that up. But let me show you this blood clot video that Sabella gave me regarding this blood clot thingy real quick here, so everybody can see it. I'm going to mute and I'm going to play the video.
Guys know Shanny manipulates people emotionally for personal gain. This video here I pulled out of my vault of unfinished masterpieces. This is during the time when G-Man threw them out. They're staying in a motel. So Shanny's in a big panic because she's worried she may be sleeping in the car. So she uses this emotional manipulation tactic at G-Man in the audience. Blood Clots. Starring the Mermaid Princess.
When I know I'm gonna die, sitting in that car, because I have to keep my leg elevated or I'll get a blood clot. He gave me a death sentence and he doesn't care. He doesn't fucking care. And now I know I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna live through this. I know I'm not. The doctors have told me to keep my legs elevated. They told me to stay on bed rest. And I'm not lying about this. At all. I'm just like, you have 1 week to live. And Jason knows this, and it horrifies him. What is he gonna do without me? He's gonna go fucking crazy. What is my children gonna do without me? That will be on your head, G-Man, and you damn well know that will be on your head on Judgment Day. You're gonna have to face Christ. And Jesus is gonna be like, why did you allow your sister to suffer and die when you could have done something different?
What a load of malarkey. So anyway, yeah, so she tried doing that, and that's one of the reasons why, we are where we are today, because this lazy chia pet doesn't want to get up and do anything with herself. I have to call her a chia pet, and I can't call her nothing else, because if I call her something else, the words might not be wholesome, and I might get in trouble in here, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, she didn't die. She didn't have blood clots. She was walking around just fine. She hasn't had her legs elevated on Twitch. She's a liar and her breath stinks. And y'all know the rest. So
She claims that this is a sign from Jesus because her name on Rumble is Shannyforchrist. So she
no, she's
thinks
Shanny for
that
weed. She's Shanny for weed, Shanny for herself, Shanny for Satan. No, she's not Shanny for Christ. She hasn't been Shanny for Christ in a long time. And I don't even think back then she was for Christ. I don't know. See, I would love to get Chris in here because I got a million questions I want to ask him. Because I'm really the only guy that's ever been a friend of her that she's never really been able to beat up or to bully or anything like that. Because I wasn't tolerating that garbage. And she knows it. Tell me you totally kick my butt. Sure, Shanny. Just like when, as a matter of fact, Sabella, you there, Sabella?
I'm here.
Sabella? You remember the hangouts when she was talking to Big C?
Some of them.
Do you have the video where she where Rev offered to do a fight with me for charity? Do you have that video?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look and see if it's in the backup archive.
Yeah, because he made a challenge to fight me for charity. I thought about it, then I okayed it, and then I met him and realized he can barely pick up a hammer. You know what I mean? He has no strength whatsoever, none at all, none. Whatever strength he had before he went to Colorado was gone. Godless girl, I see you in the background. I don't know if I want to bring you in here. We're talking about Shanny. I don't want you to debate nobody. Huh?
Please don't bring her in
Godless
here.
girl. Wait till I do the debate arena on my other channel. This is a little bit different, all right? Because I'm not on here to debate today. I'm here to talk about Shanny today. So anybody in the chat, anything that you guys want to add to just how manipulative and evil this woman really is at the end of the day? I see she looked a little bit more healthier when she took the time out to get dressed. But this is one of the things that really disturbed me here. I want to show a video here real quick to prove that she doesn't use Delta 8 for pain. This has nothing to do with her pain. This has nothing to do with anything like that. Listen to what she says here.
Hi, I'm Shanny for Christ, and right now I'm super fucking high. So if you want to see me online right now, you might want to come on to Shanny Loves Games and harass the living fuck out of me or something, because I am stoned as a motherfucker. And it's hilarious to watch. And it'll be very entertaining to you unless I fall asleep and die. I'll even put myself on camera just to appease the flock.
You know what? I don't even think she believes the claim that she's a Christian. I don't even think she believes the claim she's a Christian. For those of you who don't know, Shanny also claims to be a stoner, right? I have this one prepared, actually. She calls herself a stoner. This is what a stoner is, all right? A person who regularly takes drugs, especially marijuana. I just found this out today what a stoner was, okay? And that a stoner is a person who regularly takes drugs, especially marijuana. Now, we saw this happen in Colorado. Since she left Colorado, she got the cheaper version of it, which is Delta 8, because she claims that the cannabis and the Delta 8 takes away your pain or whatever, which she lied about. All she's interested in doing is getting high because she has an addiction. And I wasn't thinking properly when I was buying that stuff, not understanding that because she was using all of that stuff in Colorado, that her body still wanted it, and she wanted it in the form of Delta 8. So, Bella, didn't she make a video back in the day? I would say in 2020, talking about how she needs to invest in Delta 8.
Yeah, she said something like that.
Yeah.
I have some questions from the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Misty wants to know how you feel about Jason claiming they're spiritually married.
Spiritually married? I believe that he's in sin. I believe that if he really loved her the way he claimed he did, he would go to the state and he would go get a marriage certificate. They are not spiritually married. They are they're fornicating. They are in sexual sin. And until they repent, that's what I'm going to constantly say about them, that they are in sexually sin. Remember, Shanny, before she got involved with before the divorce with Chris, Sabella, you'll back me up on this. She had phone sex with Rev.
She
While
did,
she
and
was
I can
married
pull
with
the
Chris.
video too and post that in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
other
if you want to put
question.
that in the live chat for them so they can watch it. She had phone sex with Rev when she was married to Chris, and then had the nerve to get mad when Chris had sex with her best friend. Now, granted, I can understand her still getting mad, but you know what I mean. She cheated on Chris first.
The other
From what I'm
question.
gathering. She cheated first. She's just changing the story.
Yeah,
So no,
she
they're
did.
not spiritually married. They're not married at all. They're in sin. And their language proves it when they talk about their sexcapades to everybody on the internet, as if I want to hear about him licking her butthole and all that other stuff and whatnot. That is not
Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody.
That's disgusting. I don't want to hear about that. That's none of my business. I have no business knowing that. And Rev, let me explain something to you, dude. You kind of deserve everything you got coming to you and what's been happening to you, because you and your woman refuse to keep your life private. How many times did I advise you to keep your life to yourself? You refuse to do it. So then you're wondering why everybody is doing what they're doing to you. Why? Because you don't know how to keep your life to yourself. You don't know how to keep your life private. You would still have, well, actually, you wouldn't like it, but Shanny would still have her kids if nobody knew she had kids. But she's too dumb to understand that. Too dumb to understand that.
That's not Riff though. Like, it's Shanny that's addicted to the internet. I don't think Rev is.
I'm gonna tell you, he isn't, but he has to do it, because if he don't, he's gonna get his butt whipped.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll beat him up if he comes off the internet and she wants him, because she can't do it by herself all the time. She needs him to get on here and lie and make stuff up right along with her. And everybody on here can tell her I said that. I tell him I said that, because it's not like he can prove me wrong.
Oh, they could come in here themselves. I sent them the link on Facebook. They have the join link and the watch link.
Smack about them. They can come in here. I'll give them immunity. They can drop me. They can say whatever they want, but they better understand that is a two-way street. Because I know more about them than they ever knew about me. They got my name. That's about it. That's about it.
Say, G-Man, did you never get that they were a stoner when they got like a 24-karat gold joint?
I made videos about them. Have you ever seen the video called G-Man Destroy Shanny for Christ on Marked by God?
Yeah.
I had a channel called Marked by God, and
I lost all those videos when
I deleted
the main
my
archive
channel.
went down. I lost all those videos when the main archive went down.
I had a channel called Marked by God. I deleted it myself because I was being trolled like crazy, couldn't deal with it. And then on that channel, I made a YouTube video responding to a lot of the stuff that she said on there, and I ripped her a new butthole. As a matter of fact, the most offensive thing she said to me was not her calling me the N-word. The most offensive thing she ever said to me was that two rich white people versus one poor black guy. And to this very day, I'm still angry about that. But I never really walked in it. But I'm gonna make a really funny video about that one, because they ain't rich no more.
We also had a question from Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
What was the breaking point for you when you realized that she was full of it?
Well, the video that she made on Twitch, that was the last straw. But before that, neither one of them wanted to work. They both promised me that they was going to go to that they was going to go to downtown Scranton and get assistance, and they never did that. They kept making promises that they never kept them. And then on top of that, they're right about one thing though. I kept asking for stuff because they was living there for free. And what I would get would be like a game that's worth like $40. End up selling it for 15. So it wasn't like it covered all of the electricity and everything that they were using there. Y'all should have seen some of them bills that was coming in there. But when they decided that they wasn't going to give no more, they wasn't going to sweep, they wasn't going to mop or clean, they wasn't going to do any of that stuff no more, they wasn't going to get up and try to do anything no more. When the cops kept coming, that to me was it, because everything that was going on in Colorado was basically happening over there. But my biggest thing was this buffoon. I'm talking about Jason. He did not want to work Ask Shanny what I almost did the first time that happened. One of these days, go on stream and ask her to be brutally honest about what almost happened that day. Me and him
Have
almost
you-
got into a fight because I was really mad about that because he kept telling me he wanted to work. I finally found this dude a job and he didn't want to do it.
G-Man, have you talked to the uncle, and is the uncle aware of their behavior?
Can't talk
Do
to you
know?
about whether or not I talked to the uncle or not. That I can't do.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Because then you're gonna kill progress.
No,
can't
I
can't tell you what I'm doing with that. So I know one thing though, he shouldn't believe a word that's coming out of Shanny's mouth. That's for sure. He shouldn't believe a word that's coming out of her mouth. And you know what used to crack me up? She got him so trained, like a little dog. Like I would go to the store, I say, Rev, what do you want from the store? Oh, Shanny would want a pizza. Shanny would want a Slim Jim. I didn't ask you what Shanny wanted. What do you want? Oh, Shanny would want this and Shanny would want that, and I want peanut butter. The only time I would know the truth is when I used to bring them the Delta 8, and then he would tell me, you know, if I don't smoke this right now in a car, I'm only going to get 2 puffs because Shanny's going to smoke it all in one day. And I said,
They
what do
did
you
the
mean
same
by
thing
that?
with the
I gave him
food.
enough for a month, and Shanny smoked it in 2 days. 2 days.
Well, she didn't do it with the spicy pizza because she didn't like it.
No, she didn't. Nope.
That was the one time Jason actually got to eat something himself.
Mm-hmm. That was a funny video. I saw that one. That was a funny video. Yeah, I need to do that again and keep sending spicy pizzas over there. The only reason he made that video because Shanny was mad that she couldn't get none of it.
Yeah, if you look at the video, she's so pissed off that Jason is eating it by herself. It's crazy.
And if Carrie's watching this, I watched Shanny basically cuss you out. I think Rev was on the phone watching your live stream, and that's why she was saying the things that she was saying. I think because if you watch the stream, Rev's actually looking at something while Shanny's going off on her. So I think they found out that she was live and she's got all the videos or whatever. Somebody's emailing them a lot of information too. I can tell. I'm not even there, and I know because I've been around them enough to know their mannerisms and to know why they're doing certain things. They're very obvious once you get around them. If you ever visit them for about 3 or 4 days, you pretty much got an idea of their patterns. You know what I mean? How they live their life. They get up in the morning. It's YouTube from the time that they get up till they go to bed. No, that's not true. At least 2 hours before they go to bed, they'll watch a movie. But they're in front of that TV a lot. And Rev is right. He's the one who does all of the errands. Because Shanny sits around and does nothing, absolutely nothing. Unless you're gonna do big shopping, then she has to be there. But that's neither here nor there. That demonic devil actually believes she's a Christian. Shanny, if you're watching this, there's nothing Christ-like about you. You keep talking about how you want love and how you want peace and how you want love and how you want peace. Keep saying that. But you forgot about all of the people that you offended when you had that $700,000, when you were putting people down, calling them poor, bragging about going to these expensive restaurants, showing everybody his expensive food, doing all of that stuff to try to belittle people, forgetting where you came from, and not understanding that God giveth and God can taketh away everything that you have, which is exactly what he did. And if you're a man and you're a virgin, don't lose your virginity to some girl and believe everything that come out of her mouth. Because if you do, you're same thing gonna happen to you too. Yeah, Isabella.
Also, her saying that water was something only peasants drank, and that they didn't need Walmart food because it was welfare food.
She said that water was something that only peasants drink.
Yep,
she did.
My gosh, she's stupid.
She never drinks water. She only drinks. I think it's always Dr. Pepper, but I'm not sure.
Oh no! I can confirm she drinks water.
She does.
She drinks water. She's full of it. She drinks water. She drinks water.
She claimed last night that, or well, it was like yesterday, but she claimed that flavored water gives her heartburn, and that's why she doesn't drink water.
That's
said a lot of interesting stuff. When I called her on the phone before she got with Jason, you know the story where the mother said that I talked to her on the phone and everything. She was trying to give me advice about what I should eat and what I shouldn't eat, and she claimed she didn't eat gluten. She claimed that she ate healthy. She claimed that she didn't eat any fattening food, and she claimed a lot of stuff. I never seen Shanny like in person, but I seen her in the videos, and I knew she wasn't no small girl.
Every single one of those things is a lie.
Oh yeah. and she was giving me all this health advice and whatnot. And I'm looking on camera and I'm like, well, I think you should take your own advice because look how you look. And then, you know, I'm running marathons and then you're looking like you need to get on stack or two or whatever. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not trying to make jokes about that in general. It's just her cockiness and her arrogance and her acting like she's all that in a bag of buffalo wings, talking about how great she is and everything and whatnot. When in reality, she looks so unhealthy, it's ungodly. You know what I mean? She's a glutton. You know, you don't get that big just from you don't get as big as Shanny just from eating strawberries and apples or whatever. You know what I mean? Obviously,
No, you get that big by eating DoorDash 4 times a day, every day for 3 years.
TV dinners. But does anybody else got a case that they want to bring up against Shanny? Jules tells all. You want to come in here? You might as well come in here since we're tolerating each other. You better take advantage of this now because I don't know about a year from now and we're going to be as friendly. So I don't know. Come in here.
Yeah, I posted the link. Anyone can join.
Yeah, you better. But you got the chance. Because we're about to put down a verdict on Shanny on whether or not she's a Christian, whether or not she's a follower of Jesus, whether or not she holds to the principles of the Bible. And that goes for you too, JWE. You sit there. You're supposed to be the man of the house, and we both know you're not. So I'm trying not to put that title on you. We know that Shanny's the man of the house. She wears the pants in there, and what she says goes, and you're just a yes man.
Well, no, she doesn't wear any pants. That's why she got banned off.
Or underwear.
Yeah, that's why she got banned off Twitch. She rolled over and had nothing on.
Ridiculous. Like, how can J-Man do this? He gave me a house. He gave me my house. No, actually, Shanny, tell the story correctly. What you did is that you lost everything. You gave it to me, hoping that I was going to fix it, and they left out a very important detail, Sabella. They didn't tell me about all of those back taxes they did that they didn't pay.
Or that the house was condemned.
Huh?
Or that the house was condemned.
Oh yeah. They didn't tell me none of that stuff. So I go to the tax office, believing I'm doing the right thing. Oh, you need to go to the other office. What do you mean the other office? It's the other office where you owe back taxes. And I went back there and found out how much money he owed. Man, I was mad. That's another day me going back there yelling at him. I yelled at Rev a lot. And Shanny a lot. That's one thing I can say. At least, even though she tricked me in a lot of ways, I raised my voice to her many times. And I wasn't verbally abusive. I just told them like it was. I said, why do you guys lie to me? And then Rev basically blurted out the whole plan when he told me. I wish you was there, Sabella. I was in the hallway where right next to where where I showed you guys where the cat litter was, and he was coming out of the other room, going down the stairs, and he said, and to think that that we thought you was going to get frustrated to give us back the house. He blurts out a lot of stuff if you get him talking enough. He doesn't know how to lie at all.
He's constantly snitching on Shanny too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is, especially when he gets mad.
Wait a minute. Was she wearing underwear when she lived on Fisk? No. What she did was to hide that. Is that because I don't think she could afford no underwear. I had to buy her some. I bought her some booty underwear, and I bought her some other underwear. That's how I know how big her waist is. But she would wear she would sit her legs in the Indian style, I guess, and always keep her legs crossed, except for when she wanted to flirt and when she was doing all of this, like this, when she would talk to me or whatever, right in front of this idiot. 6 feet tall. I think Penny is. Yeah. I think she's 6 feet tall because I'm 5'11". She's a little bit taller than me.
Can you try to describe the smell? Do they really stink as much as I think she does?
Well, if you can picture somebody not wearing deodorant for like a week, that's how Rev smelled when I first met him. And Shanny and Rev, that bedroom and that bed and the way that room was smelling, like I said, it's fungus. It's like a fungus foot type smell, mixed with human and cat urine, and it was just disgusting. And then there was the cigarette smoke and everything that was in there. It was just bad.
Sandra is backstage, and she has something to say too.
Okay, how you doing, Sandra? What's your story or your thing?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Excuse my language. You know, I'm German and this is not my first language, so please excuse all mistakes I make. Do you guys remember the lady from the convenience store? If I remember correctly, Drag had a tape with a telephone call with her. Do you remember her?
With the telephone call, the one Drag played? Yeah.
So I found her on TikTok and she confirmed the smell. She said it's like, it was horrible. It was, I cannot use the same words because I think that it's not allowed on YouTube, but we have to imagine a trash can in the sun in August. They treated the children so bad. They sent the children to the car. They bought nothing for the kids. She treated Jason like.
Zachary didn't wear underwear.
Excuse me?
Zachary did not wear underwear. She said that he doesn't wear underwear, and he never wore underwear.
And they were dirty. They were smelly. They did not.
To get a step further, he never had a belt until I bought him one. So when you saw Zachary, this is how he was. Let me show you something here real quick. He would grab his pants like this, and he would walk around like this everywhere, including to the store.
That's
until
horrible.
I bought him a belt.
That is horrible.
Now, when you see Rev again, when you go back to Rumble or wherever the heck he's at, ask him that. I bet you he deny it, but I can prove it. As a matter of fact, you can ask anybody in that neighborhood, and they'll tell you that that's what happened when you saw him outside. His pants like
G-Man, I was in Shanny's first Rumble stream, and I just gave her an adult advice. I just told her donations is not a paycheck. You can't count on this. If people are in a good mood, they will give you. If they are not, they don't give you. So you have to consider a stable income. And she called me a piece of shit, and she blocked me permanently.
Yep, I don't think Shanny and Rev get supervised visits. Somebody in the chat, I hear what you're saying though, Sandra. Somebody says that doesn't CPS require you to have supervised take classes with supervised visits. They talk to them over Skype, from what I understand. I don't think they've ever actually physically saw the kids since they took them. They do that over Skype.
Yeah, they don't leave the house, so she's not seeing them physically, just over Zoom or Skype or something.
Yeah.
Imagine William watching her big backside on Twitch. How do you feel as a teenage boy when the whole world can watch your mom acting like this? How do you feel? And then she goes around, I'm a good mom. I'm not a child neglecting person. Yes, she is. You don't act like this when you have children.
Sandra, did you not read her Twitter where she says, I just had anal and I got railed and stuff like that?
I don't have Twitter. But I have 4 sons. And I imagine they would be so embarrassed if I acted like this. They would not talk to me. They would say, Mom, are you crazy? This is disgusting.
Jules doesn't want to come in here for some reason. I don't know.
She's afraid
All right,
she
Jules.
looks like a box and I'm going to stab her. I don't know.
She don't got to come here. I don't care if she'll come here. This opportunity ain't always going to be here, though. But I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So Shanny is an interesting one. And like I said, she wasn't doing all of this when she was with Chris. Chris must have been doing something right to control all of that. To control all of that out of controlness that's in her. I'll put it to you that way.
He didn't put up with it
believe that
as
he was
much
a far
as
better
Jason
man
was.
than Rev ever will be.
Jason has been completely isolated for years, so it's easier for her to control him than it was for Chris.
What I want to see is, I want to see Chris make a YouTube video to prove a point. If one of you guys can talk to Chris, because I noticed that some of you go on his channel, try to get Chris to make a YouTube video to get Shanny back. Watch how fast she dumped Rev.
Someone asked yesterday if Jason got people to talk, and she said, yes, he can talk to you when I'm online. So Jason is only allowed to talk to people when she is in control. That's disgusting.
Yeah, when she thinks she can, because she knows she's in trouble when people are figuring her out. That's why. And he's getting close to getting away, and probably getting close to getting away from her, or whatever. But the bad thing about that is that we're neighbors, so she can play with me if she want. She can play with me if she want. I can just show up. Oh, the police are right over there. Why you gonna call the police? I'm knocking on the door. I'm looking for the uncle, not you. That's what I'm gonna do one day, and I'm gonna stream it when I do it. People think I'm joking, but I'm gonna do it.
I would be very careful about that. You don't know what might happen if you do that.
Rev don't got a gun. Rev came in to afford a bow for a bow and arrow. You know what I mean?
I would alert the police beforehand before you go over there, so they know that it's not you
I
trying
have the
to do
uncle's
anything.
phone number. I have the uncle's phone number. So
Yeah, but I guess the uncle does believe her.
no, I don't think the uncle believes her. I don't believe the uncle likes her.
so.
The only reason they're there is because of Rev.
I don't know if I'm allowed. I
Huh?
don't know if I'm allowed to say this word on YouTube. I don't want to bring your channel in trouble.
Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, but the very first time they arrived in Scranton, the very first day, you can watch it on, I guess, the X Archive channel. Is this? You can watch a video where she calls him.
Oh yeah. I got you.
A private part.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Isn't there a video on YouTube where she shows up at the house over there?
I don't know. I just know the video. It's from the road trip, and it's the very first day they just arrived, and she is live streaming.
But didn't they record? But didn't they record going to the house? Because I wasn't there that day.
No, in this video they are in the house, and she sends Rev to buy some coffee and donuts and things like that, and the children are asleep, and she is streaming, and she calls the uncle a private part, and Jason says, "Oh, come on," and then she says, "Yeah."
Well, Rev said worse. Rev said worse.
You can watch the video. It's on the X Archive.
I've personally been there. I know how she feels about him, and Rev has said a lot worse. Rev kept saying that he had too much pride to ask for money when he needed it, and he referred to him because he was mad at him because he had given the uncle a house, and the uncle would not help him the way he thought he should have been helped, or whatever. And
more help for a
Jason
grown adult man.
Jason doesn't understand how things work as an adult.
Yeah.
No, they are both toddler in the body of an adult.
Yep.
And she always blames other people. Always. She blames human. She blames Carrie. Always. Never is
too. She makes death threats too. Sabella, does anybody have that video? Because I'm still looking for it on the archive videos. Does anybody got that video when she went on Brett Keen's show and said that I deserved a bullet in my head?
I am not sure. I can.
She went on Brett Keen's channel and said that, and she gave him like $200 to say positive things about her when she was buying everybody. Hannah Stout, Brett tried to buy my friend Evangelist Ken, tried to buy a whole bunch of people. But there's a video that exists where she says, I deserve a bullet in my head, a hole in my head, because she was claiming that I did some things that I didn't do.
I found an interview from 2 years ago on Brett for Brett that
I saw that one. It's not on there. I saw that one, but it's not on there. I figured you had all of that stuff because you told me when we were fighting that you was downloading everything.
I was. I lost my main archive, and the backup archive only had so many videos.
Dragnet has it then. Either he has it or who was on her heart back then? Wasn't Dragnet. Who was it? It was actually I don't even remember it. Before Dragnet it was somebody else. Who was it? I don't know. Maybe it is Dragnet. He might have it. I have to talk to him and see if he'll give it to me. Channel 69. Does anybody know who that is?
Nope.
No, but they're
Hello, Channel 69.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? You got a story that you want to tell about Shanny?
Yeah, Shanny loves me. She blocked me on Twitter after tagging the FBI because
She
I'm sure
loves
they
you?
care. Yeah, she blocked me.
Oh, she blocked you. Okay.
Yeah.
Why
After
did she block
tagging
you?
the FBI.
Oh, you tagged the FBI. Okay.
No,
got it.
she did.
Oh,
She
okay.
tagged the FBI.
If
But
she
I
keeps doing
actually,
the cancer stuff, she is gonna get arrested. Somebody said in the chat she's gonna get arrested with the cancer stuff.
yeah, she
Are we
does.
right about that?
That'll be what, her
That's
third,
illegal.
fourth arrest?
I
I
actually
don't
had
think
a
she cares.
question.
She just wants to get high.
Is there anything you can do for the cats?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, is there
Shanny
any
would
way
have
you can
to.
get them away?
Shanny would have to lose custody of them first for me to get them. But to be honest, I would just want watermelon. Gavin and me don't get along too well.
No, I just meant like get them to a safe home. I mean, it doesn't have to be like your house, just anywhere, like anywhere.
Oh no. I'll take watermelon in a second. Even though watermelon scratched me something nice, but I'll take watermelon.
Yeah,
Hey,
cats do
G-Man.
that. That was basically my question.
No cats
G-Man.
used to love me when I showed up with that chicken. They tore that chicken
I
up.
bet. They
Where
love
do
that
you
stuff.
think Shanny will be 5 years from now?
You want to know my honest opinion?
Yep.
If they stay together, it's going to be a double suicide. Because if Rev doesn't go see a doctor soon, that's the direction he's going in. And Shanny is contemplating that, I think, that every single day or whatever, I think.
But hasn't Rev already been involuntarily committed once?
Yeah, he got a 50, whatever it is, 5950.
5150.
5150, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He got one when he made a call to the Alex Jones show making terroristic threats against Obama.
Oof.
And his real life friends called the cops on him because he had guns at the time.
It doesn't
And they
know.
put him
And Shanny's lucky he doesn't have those guns no more. Shanny has no idea how lucky she is.
Well, I mean,
because he would have blew her head off in Colorado.
I mean, technically,
He would have blew her head off.
people get around them, but technically, he's not even legally allowed to own them after he's been 5150.
So Veckel, you there, Veckel?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man. We're all giving our reasons why this woman ain't no Christian. I'd like to hear yours, Veckel.
Oh, I determined that many years ago.
Before me, sadly enough. So
Yeah,
why
I
is she
remember-
not a Christian to you, Veckel?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Why do you? What's your issues with Veckel? I mean, your issues with Shanny. This is a pre-trial, so what's your issues with her?
Yeah, she doesn't display any evidence that she wants to repent, that she wants to change. She cannot receive any type of biblical, cordial, civil correction.
Right.
When she stopped doing her OnlyFans pornography, if you want to call it that, some people said the way they described it. My
it
gosh,
was gross. It was nasty.
I haven't seen it, and I'm not
doing
it.
Laughable content.
Yeah, from what I understood, it was Anyway, you don't eat before you watch that video, from what I understand. But when she and G-Man, we talked about this the other day. When she made that video, hey, why I stopped my OnlyFans, I'm like, oh my gosh, praise God, she's repented. But then I clicked on the video, and she said nothing about repentance, nothing about Christ, nothing about living right for God, nothing about conviction. The only reason why she stopped making OnlyFans is because it wasn't lucrative.
And because
So
Jason
that's the
didn't like
only
people
reason?
making fun of him.
Wait, say it again.
And because Jason didn't like people making fun of him.
I know they called him Baby Carrot and made T-shirts. Right. But that's what he gets. He needs to be ridiculed. That's what you get.
Hey,
That's what you
folks, I'm going to hop off. I have some trolling to do elsewhere, but thanks for having me on.
Who is that? Who said that?
I don't know.
Channel
Bye,
69, I
Jules.
said it.
Oh, okay.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Bye,
So,
Jules.
yeah. That's
Bye, Jules.
Shanny is.
Hey, I
Shanny is
haven't
not a
reached that
woman.
status. See you guys.
Yeah,
All right,
see
later.
ya.
Hey, Veckel, how many times has Shanny called herself a stoner? I got the definition of a stoner right there on the screen. That's an informal person who regularly takes drugs, especially marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that they have some means to twist scripture to justify their.
Oh, I got that,
their
and I got the video right here. I'll play the video right now. I got the video happen to be right here with the twisting scripture. And by the way, Pastor JWE,
Pastor.
yeah, Pastor JWE, he's preaching here. Let me show you this here. He's preaching the word of God.
Oh, on that point, did you know he has ordained himself to perform marriages?
He ordained himself.
He needs to go take his medication. That's what he needs to go.
Now, how did that work?
He paid an online service to ordain him.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
So he
And this
got
is-
his own for printing out.
Yes.
He went to Adobe. went Adobe Photoshop and printed out his own license, I guess.
I'm looking for the link now. Hold on.
So while you guys are looking at that, why don't we take a look at his justification for getting high every day?
Ah, look at Melly Germany. She's getting you right there. Do not turn to mediums or seek out spiritists, for you will be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God.
It's Old Testament stuff, yeah. The Old Testament Jews were not supposed to get involved in that stuff.
But Christians shouldn't really get involved in it too. It's not recommended.
It's not prohibited either. Look, I'm very conservative Christian, okay? You know this. I'm conservative. But I take the scripture for what it says. And Acts 15 is what you need to do. There's absolutely no word from James that you can't engage in witchcraft. He didn't say it.
Oh, what does that have to do with anything?
Justification for sitting there saying, "Oh, it's perfectly okay to get high."
Can you hear me, G-Man?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I got some. Looks like my connection is about to go out or something. I got the thing spinning around.
Did you heard
but
that,
anyway,
James?
yeah, I've heard you play that clip quite a few times, and again, I've said it the first time. I'll say it again here, that he's committing an argument from silence here. It's a fallacy. He's saying because we don't see it condemned anywhere in the New Testament, therefore it's okay to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna come to your house right now, Recco, and I'm gonna shoot you because it's not condemned in the New Testament. Acts 15 is totally what we're supposed to do. So
right.
As long as I don't eat anything that's strangled, eat anything with the blood, you know what I mean. I don't commit idolatry.
Jason's out on that one.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous,
But you can make up any type of doctrine, and with that line of reasoning, you can say, okay, now that we have there's two gods now instead of just one. Why? Because we don't see the second God mentioned anywhere, so therefore there can be multiple gods. It's a stupid argument, and he's doing it, and he's doing exactly what the world would do, to try to justify their sin.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. I was on his channel. Did you see Rev when he had the Revelation News channel? He was humble, had his head down, saying that he doesn't believe he can be holy. Only God can be holy, and he was being all humble and everything. And then he got involved with Shanny.
I was this close to buying one of his shirts, man. I was so close to buying one of his shirts because he had a shirt that I actually liked, and I was about to buy it, man. But then when I started seeing him, behave the way he did with Shanny, I was just nah, I don't want any part with that.
Aren't you glad you didn't buy it?
I'm glad. I'm so glad. In fact, it was him that inspired me to start to open up my own Teespring account. So I guess I could thank him for something.
And Shanny believes that debate is reprobate as long as she ain't the one doing the debating.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. She can debate with you, right? But if you debate with her, you're in said.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. She's so full of it. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
What she needs to do is eat humble pie, get on her hands and knees.
And she had enough pies.
Beg Chris.
Really
whoever's watching this, tell her I said this. She needs to beg Chris to come back into her life. Maybe kiss his feet. You know what I mean? Like lick his toes. Promise to clean the house. treat him like a king, and then maybe
Oh
Chris
my
might
God.
consider.
Chris ain't gonna want her back.
No, I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
I think Chris is gonna want her back.
Since we're talking
Even if Shanny
about
licked the floor that he walked on, that he wouldn't take her.
No.
Since we're talking about scripture, can anyone here explain the thing that they call each other Megatron and something else?
Oh,
Sandalphon.
Metatron and that Saldaphon, those are demons. Those are not actual angels in heaven.
I don't
They
know where to
say-
get Metatron from. Yeah.
If you look it up on
got
YouTube, that's what's gonna make you barf, dude. Those are demons.
They got it from the Bad Omen or the Good Omen. I don't know. It's a TV show. Like they get most of their insane theories from TV shows.
So it's not actual scripture.
No.
No.
What it is
And
that
it's-
Shanny watches these other channels and then she tries to copy their content. I think by now most of you know that she copies Truthfully Trisha. She copies this other lady named Foodie Beauty. She copies a lot of them and tries to change things up and bring it to her channel and then try to make herself popular that way. That's what she's doing. And the reason why I never got on them before about them becoming Satanists or whatever, they called me on the phone and told me to ignore what they was doing on YouTube. I think on Drag's private stream, I showed everybody the text messages, which he told me to ignore what they're gonna do on YouTube or whatever. Yeah, I knew about that in advance. The Saldaphon Metatron thing, yeah, I didn't know about that. And I looked at them like they were crazy when they told me that they were archangels. I never supported that garbage. That's why I started telling people I don't agree with everything I hear them say and do.
They have also claimed to be the two prophets in Revelation. The prophet Elijah, Moses reborn is Jason apparently, and a whole host of other things.
These are some pathetic prophets that's got to go out there and begging for food. I'm not a prophet, and I got a bag of cereal sitting right there. I can eat whenever I want. You know what I mean? I got a rice here, I got Ensure there, I got Boost there, a refrigerator full of food, cabinet full of food, and I ain't no angel. But these two are claiming to be angels, and they can't even provide for themselves. It's ridiculous. God, and in fact, you know what's really disgusting about those two? They have like no faith whatsoever, zero. Instead of them getting on their hands and knees and asking God to provide for them, they get on here. And I don't want nobody on here to take this personal when I say this. But why would you go to a whole bunch of people that don't like you and ask them to feed you and not even go to your so-called father who's in heaven?
Oh, that just goes to show how insanely lazy they both are.
Mm-hmm.
And incompetent. I hate to say it that way, but you're so incompetent that you refuse to work. You'd much rather eat out of the hands of people who want to exploit you.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And they're doing this willfully. They're
Yeah,
willfully
they enable them to exploit them. It's really
Exactly.
ridiculous.
Yeah, they're
imagine
doing
a
it
year ago,
themselves,
Veckel.
ultimately, all this, everything.
Hey, Veckel, imagine if the Christian community kicked me to the curb, right? And then a year ago, just a year ago, I got on here and I started asking these people to feed me.
Right. Come on, Mr.
Oh my
Atheist,
God,
give
I'd
me
have been
some
hungry.
love.
I had to go rob a bank or something because I wouldn't be eating.
Yeah, it's
I'm
sort of
nowhere
like
near
a
as evil
new,
as they are,
like
man.
a
Wow.
like a some form of Jerry Springer or something like that. Because the Jerry Springer, it started off as a decent talk show where people got on the show, and then it started to evolve into these fights and stuff. So now people started going to the show just to see, in hopes of a fight to break out, but it wasn't always that way. So now, but that is what it is now, and that seems like what Shanny and Rev are trying to do with their channel. They just doing the most irreprehensible stuff on camera, just so that they can self-villainize. They can villainize themselves, and all they're doing is feeding the flesh. Humans are attracted to drama. They like drama. Drama. They like watching channels that won't necessarily bring you any type of educational edification. Sometimes we just want things that just make our minds mush, just because.
And Brett Keane never went that far. When Brett Keane used to revise his story all the time. Brett, if you're watching this, no, nothing personal. But when he used to revive his story, even he had limitations of how far he would go. Like if
Yeah.
people talk bad about him, there's only but so many days that's gonna go by before he started attacking them back. Shanny will sit there and create all of this stuff on here and have these people hating on her and swear that she's some type of superstar or some type of like this movie star or this Hollywood star. When in reality, no, people are just turned off by her, and if she thinks she's gonna monetize and make all this, but she's crazy. You need people that like
somebody's giving her money, so somebody is. I don't know.
Well, Jules is doing it. I think Jules admitted in the video that she's doing it to get her to say stupid stuff, and then I don't know who the other people are.
Grand plan.
And then Shanny is so stupid. Shanny doesn't even research what people are saying about her. I'm listening to some of these streams, and she's speaking positive about. I said, have you been to Jules' channel? Have you watched?
Wait, she thinks Jules is saying positive stuff about her?
Yeah.
He made Jules a mod.
Go to Bertol's channel. Go to Jules' channel and go look at
that is the ultimate form of infiltration. You don't even have to pretend.
Jules had mods on Twitch, Beckle. Jules had mods. She had mods. And then would go to her channel and says, who wants to be unblocked? That's how stupid Shanny is.
Somebody.
At least if I get somebody mods, I'm paying attention to what they're saying in other streams. You better believe
Right, exactly.
Somebody.
I hear you
sent
say the
them-
wrong thing. I'm taking the mods away. Period.
Somebody sent them a Yoshi shirt and a Yoshi cup. She made Jason wear the shirt, and she's been drinking out of the cup.
Of course, she's drinking out of the cup. Anything she can ingest, you can't eat the shirt.
Oh, by the way, I know there's a lot of people looking for the super chat. You ain't gonna find it because I have to do AdSense on
Gosh,
I forgot all about this.
The more you guys tell me, the more
disgusting.
disgusting.
How much I don't think about this.
Oh, Beckel, it gets so much worse.
But I'm gonna try to solicit at least one donation. Hold on. 'Cause today
I was
would
gonna
like
try to get a bite of something, man, but I've literally lost my appetite just now. Seriously, no joke.
I don't want
I've
nobody
literally
ordering.
lost. In fact, since I want to go on a diet, maybe I just need to hang out with you guys so you guys keep talking to me
Beckle, you
about
know what I should
Shanny.
do, Beckle?
That'll help me lose some weight.
I have a video for
Beckle,
you.
you're not
Beckel.
fat. You're a bony little thing. I met you in person too. You're
Well,
skinny boy.
I've gained a few pounds on my belly.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen. If y'all want to make Shanny mad, hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find this here real quick. And no, I don't
I'm
want.
I'm not fat, but I am kind of heavy for my height though. So
Can somebody
At
tell
least-
me what Shanny has on her Amazon wish list? What does she have on there?
Sabella linked it for you.
Yeah, let
Where
me
is it?
pull it back up. Hold on.
Is this it here? This is the ministries. What is this?
Oh, that is Jason's ordainment for
Yeah,
you.
Jason needs to go take his medication. That's what he needs to go do.
If you scroll up,
Here,
wait,
I got
hold
it.
on. Okay.
Oh, I see Amazon. Here we go.
I almost want to join his congregation just so I could troll the mess out of him.
Wait a minute.
Like
She
he'll
wants
be
a
having-
novelty.
He'll have his room, he'll have his pulpit,
What?
and I'll be sitting there in the pew.
She wants pans, cat
Wait.
toys.
Wait till you get to the clothes.
Are you serious?
Yep.
This woman's homeless, and she.
This is crazy.
There
Are you
is a Rasta hat.
No, let me
wig
screen
on
share
there.
this. Let me screen share this so everybody can see this mess.
Why do
Hold
you
on
want
a
a
minute.
thing of dreads? They already got dreads, don't they?
Let me screen share this
She
Amazon wish
had
list
to
so everybody
cut her
can see this.
hair. It was so ratted up.
Look at this. Look at this. This woman's homeless, and she wants to get toys for her cats. You all right, back?
This is crackhead stuff, man.
You better go get tested, bro.
This is stuff that a
Cat
crackhead
toys. Look at this skirt she wants. Homeless and she wants a skirt. Look at that. She don't want rent and security. Not one stream, Beckle. Not one
Makeup.
stream do they ask for rent and security.
We got a
ask
mini
for
skirt.
security.
2X.
2X's.
Yeah,
it's a
look
curtain.
at all.
It's a curtain.
No,
that's
you
what
got to put about 2 more in front of those too. Let me see. 4X.
Sale.
And it's got to be stretchy too. Got to be stretchy. No, Shanny, those are not going to fit you, Shanny. Those are definitely not going to fit you. Shanny. Those are not going to fit you. It might fit your fingers, maybe. That's about it.
What's that? What's those jars? What's that?
Hair dye. She wants to dye her hair pink,
Hair
purple,
dye.
and blue, I think.
Oh, great. She could look like Antifa while she's all.
You know, I'm gonna make one of these, but the problem is nobody's gonna be able to mail it to me. So you're gonna have to. Actually, let me not make this. This is a waste
Wait,
of
what's
time.
that? A vacuum cleaner? Oh, okay.
A vacuum? Please, she ain't gonna use that. She'll probably hire a maid to do it. Let me see. She don't even know how to cut one of them things on.
Got thigh highs on there.
Those knee socks.
I'm not gonna see no sex toy on here, am I?
I don't think there are any on
Well,
this
she got
one.
this.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I gotta be careful because I don't want to get flagged.
The last one, I think,
I know.
had it.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Yeah, see a sex doll on here or something. I'm like, goodness.
I want to blow up doll to look
With more garbage that I can throw away later.
I want to blow up doll that look just like Jason Momoa.
Okay, so okay, Godless Girl. I'm sorry, Godless Girl. When I do the debate arena, I want you to come in there. I'm gonna try to get Dark Dawkins to come in there and talk to you too. That should be a lot of fun. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I'm thinking about doing an Amazon wish list, but the problem is they can't mail it to me because I'm not giving nobody my address.
Wait, you want to open up your own? Oh, I see, for yourself.
I want to.
Okay.
I want to do an Amazon wish list. Wait for somebody to give it to me, and then go on Rumble or wherever the heck Shanny is and say, "Shanny, check this out, Shanny. Look at this, Shanny. Look at this, Shanny." And I'm hating it, and the people got me something. What did they get you? You know what I mean? That'd be so funny.
They don't need your address. If you order from Amazon for someone, they don't see your address.
Really?
They don't.
They don't.
Tell me how to do that later, Vecco, if you can. What the heck is that?
Sandra,
Okay.
Anyway,
if you want to give a donation though today,
Lubis making fun of me. He said that my joke bombed.
I'll leave that there for a few minutes so people can see that. But most people should know that by now. But
gee,
surprised I waited 2 hours into the show to do this. But Shanny wants a skirt that's 2 X's, and Shanny wants a shirt with a cat on it. She wants some hair grease. She wants a stocking she can fit, underwear for her arms, arm warmers.
You said underwear for her arms?
But yeah, because that ain't gonna fit her waist. Those things are rip.
She wants fishnets. Speckles.
You forgot about the dreadlock.
She doesn't wear underwear. I don't know if people notice about it, but she does not.
Oh gosh. Listen, I don't need that image in my. I'm really losing my appetite now.
Vecco, you was pretty close to meeting them though, because I was trying to get you to come to PA and meet those guys.
You know, if they wanted to meet me, I would still meet them, but it would have to be under very non-inconvenient terms. So you know,
because when I met you, you and Kim was chilling.
Yeah, like if I were in the area and they just happened to be by coincidence be in the same area, yeah, I'd meet up with them. I'd say hello, let's get some coffee, and then say, all right, let's have a seat. Okay,
now check this out. You see
now
how
when
big
you guys
Ken
gonna
is, right?
repent?
Vecco, you see how big Ken was, right?
Yeah,
Shanny's bigger.
I can see that.
But Shanny, her bigness is weird though. Like
we've seen it before. I'm sure.
Ken would have to be stretched. You know what I mean? And then how do I
Yeah, I heard
describe
she's
it?
kind of tall, right?
Yeah, she's tall, but her
really
arms
tall.
come all the way down to here.
Yeah,
When
I've
Rev
seen
tells
it,
me her
yeah.
boobs come down to here. You know what I mean? And her stomach
It's
comes all the way
not
down to
just
her.
Jason.
Yeah,
That
He
is
said
not
that.
healthy at all, man.
Yeah.
She really needs to do something about that weight. I mean, gosh, that's not healthy at all.
She claims she's losing a lot of weight right now because of her
I
cancer.
actually thought about it for a minute.
So that's confirmed then? She does have cancer?
No,
No, of course
she's
not.
lying, of course.
Wait. Oh.
She
Wait,
was
what did you say
supposed to
about
go-
losing weight? Wait. No.
She says she's losing an absurd amount of weight right now because of her cancer.
You know that's a doggone lie. She's twice as big as she was 2 years ago.
Yeah, she's getting bigger, not smaller. Jason, on the other hand, is getting smaller.
And she's eating her cancer. That's what the heck she's doing.
You gotta remember something, Vecco. She's on a different platform, so the people over there don't know her. So she can say whatever she wants over there.
Sandra wants you to call her a barracuda one more time.
Sandra, you want me? Wait a minute. She wants me to call her one?
Call Shanny a barracuda.
Oh, barracuda. Shanny's a barracuda.
I think they're sound biting you, G-Man, when you say it. I guess they're
Okay,
gonna
how
use
about
it
this? Shanny is a barracuda. There you go. Soundbite.
There you go. That's a good soundbite right there.
Barracuda. Hey, Shanny, if we were friends, Shanny, check this out, Shanny. Me and you were friends, and we were cool again.
She's a barracuda.
Look at this, Shanny. Look at that, Shanny. You were like, get the Shanny.
Ah, G-Man, don't encourage her.
Good Shanny.
That's messed up, man. What you
Yo, Rep, I got some peanut butter over here, man.
That's messed up. Why are you doing that, man?
Got some peanut butter, man. Look at that. Some peanut butter. Listen, man. Look.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing
that? Peanut butter. Because they tried to commit fraud with me and tried to get me thrown in jail. What they tried to do. And I'm super angry about that. They better hope I never see them. But anyway, you want some peanut butter? Good Remy play? Yeah, why you roll over for me? Why don't you roll over for me?
That's messed up. That's so messed up. Oh gosh.
That's a good little rap. That's a good little rap. Good little rap. That's right.
Oh man. Check them for rabies first. Man.
Oh my goodness. And then around this time of year, G-Man, we're cold. G-Man, here's a heater for you. Heater's broke in 2 days. Hey, let's go get some gas.
You missed it earlier, Beckle.
I'm not going nowhere. I don't get up this early in the morning. I'd rather freeze. Okay, see you later. I gotta go to work.
What did I miss, Stella?
He said that her jacket or her sweater that she's always wearing has fleas in it.
Oh yeah, there's bugs jumping in and out of it.
Oh my gosh.
G-Man, you actually missed it. Someone bought her a heating blanket, like with electricity. It warms up.
I bought them a heating blanket. How you doing, Rebuke and Reproof? I bought them. Actually, no, that's not true. I was going to buy them a heating blanket, but he insisted on getting the heaters. So I bought the heaters and I bought them some thick comforters, in which she still said she was cold. The warmest room in that house was the master bedroom. I don't know why they didn't just all be in the same room. But eventually a heater was in each room. They tried to con you guys a couple of times by saying that they need money for a heater. I remember that. They tried to con you guys a couple of times. See, here's the thing with them. If they say they need something, demand proof, or don't give it to them. Demand proof or don't give it to them. At least when they was going to throw me out, the whole world saw that. But if they don't show you no proof, then they're probably lying to you. How you doing, Anne-Marie, cat lady? Oh, and by the way, if the Afro-Humanist is watching this, although it's pretty doubtful because of how late it is right now, but if you happen to be watching this Afro-Humanist, the debate arena will probably be either, I don't know, Beckle, either Thursday or Friday. If you're game, you come into the debate arena, we can actually do some talking.
I could definitely make it Thursday, but I won't be able to stay long because that'll be a work night.
Now, I don't know about Von Helton though, because it's kind of disrupting my show.
Okay.
I'm getting tired of hearing the same nonsense.
While we're on the subject of the debate arena, I have a bone to pick with you too.
With me?
With both of you.
Uh-oh, what happened?
The next time we have someone come inside the Hangouts that has a Mighty Wind name, let us find out who they are so we can make sure that they're a Mighty Wind before they leave. You guys were so wrapped up in going after Nick that we did not get a chance to find out if that was really Sylvester.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, people getting caught up in these conversations, and it's hard to moderate and actually do that at the same time. So I'll see what I can do. But the Von Helton thingy and whatnot, people got to chill out with that, come up with some topics because they be jumping on him too fast. Like, talk about something and then get on him, And Von, yeah, I said that, Von.
People jump on him because he's so entertaining. He's triggerable.
Vaughn is accusing them now of killing the dog and killing his mother.
Vaughn
I
said
had this
his dog's
message. He said you guys killed the dog and killed his mother. I'm gonna talk about that during the debate arena and tell him to get off them drugs. Like honestly, he needs to get off.
Yeah, that's a serious accusation, man. You can't be talking like that on the internet, man.
That's why people need to learn from this and be like, look, I'm not gonna tolerate this mess no more. People say stuff like that, it's time to go to court. Period. That's how
Vaughn
you gotta
was
be.
feeding the dogs chocolate. That's why they got sick.
He was feeding them chocolates
On video.
That's
repeatedly.
Stupid. Let me guess. It was dark chocolate too.
I do not know about that one, but it was chocolate, and it was done repeatedly.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a
But
comment
how
here.
long did he know that his dog was sick? Like, did he ever take his dog to the vet or anything? Or did he know that his
Beckle,
dog
do
was
you
dying?
honestly think he would take a dog to the vet when he won't even leave the house?
Sabella, are you a woman, Sabella?
Okay.
Huh?
You're a woman, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what Lupus had to say. I don't know if you can see the screen. It says Afro-humanist isn't talking to you, G-Man. She sees the way you talk to women.
Right.
The only way Afro-humanist, when you get past the baloney, you know how to find me. And that's why I'll leave it at that. It is hilarious. In fact, well, you know what kills me? Actually, matter of fact, you know what? Let me not get into that because this is not what this show is about. We're supposed to be putting Shanny on trial. I'm not going to get into that because that's going to turn into something totally different. Let me not do it because I realize who I got in this room and I don't feel like going through all of that. So, so are we ready to make a decision on whether or not Shanny's a Christian, Beckle, based on all the evidence?
I've already made my decision.
Same, but I think we should watch that last video I posted in the side chat for we make our decision.
All right. Where is it? It's the last one, the very last one.
Yeah, the one I tagged at Beckle.
All right, let me take a look at this one here real quick.
Lubis is saying Toby Blah. Who's Toby Blah?
Wait a minute, is this while his stomach growls from? Oh my god! You know what? Shanny said she loves Rev. Now, is there a timestamp or do I just play it from anywhere?
Just play it.
From the 10-minute, 32-minute mark?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me check.
All right, guys. I'm gonna play this video.
No, rewind it to the very beginning. It's only 12 minutes.
All right, I'll do that. All right, so we're gonna look at this video here of Miss Shanny and her man that she loves so much on the internet. All right.
You're not going to believe this, Beckle.
Say it again.
Yeah, Beckle, you might cuss, man. You might get mad at this. So be ready.
Okay. I'll mute my mic then.
I'm muting too.
I'm a queen. I'm a princess. I'm a queen. I'm a princess. I'm a queen. I'm a princess. So
right.
I got
Oh man, the fat.
I got this right here. Look at that. This is the fat bastard, okay?
Oh my god.
And I got some Heinz ketchup.
The best ketchup.
So I'm gonna put that on. Oh my god.
It's like a Philly cheesesteak. They want to starve me though. No food for me. That's all right. I'll do it.
He's had some pizzas of the meat. Don't let him.
Hey.
All right.
Look at that. That's amazing. Wow. That's an authentic. That's authentic, man.
Yeah, this is authentic.
Beautiful northeastern Pennsylvania cheesesteak.
Oh yeah.
I'm drooling.
We got this. You're gonna take a bite of this too, man.
Okay, I was trying to play the game, but I guess I'm not gonna play that right now.
Mm.
There should be a big Coke involved with that.
Mm.
Big Coke, you know?
Mm.
Right? Is this a 10? Oh my god, it's like garlic bread, is it?
Mm.
Okay. All right. That's the best sandwich I ever had.
Yep.
All right. So what are we doing with Arthur Morgan's situation with his fucking facial?
Okay, we were gonna do mutton chops.
You like that? You want no trim chin?
Mm.
That's like Lemmy look. That's the Lemmy look.
What do you think?
I like that. But do we want the chin hairs or no chin hairs?
No chin hairs with mutton chops.
You like this?
Mm-hmm.
It's on his forehead.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna go 0 on that, and we're select it, and we're done.
This is when she made him paint A on his forehead.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the shower.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go here. We're going to.
Oh my god.
That is the best sandwich I ever had. Weapon locker. We got that sawed-off shotgun carbine.
Thank you, Rachel.
A quip on your shoulder. I want carbine. Quip the shoulder. Okay. Is it amazing? Change clothing. Okay, that's it. We'll choose that one.
that's hot.
Okay, that's Arthur for now. And we're gonna sleep, right? We're gonna take a rest. And that's it. We're gonna go, what, 10 hours? The morning. Yeah, why not morning?
See if you have to do some chores.
That's literally the best sandwich I ever tasted in my life. I've never. God, I wish I had soda.
Same. Oh, I really wish we had a soda.
That tastes so amazing. That's just as good as White House hoagies back in the day. Just as good. My horse. We're going back out for the day.
It's the best damn freaking
Hosea. Is this hunting? Hosea? We'll do Hosea, I guess. I gotta eat stew though.
Okay.
What do you want?
Man, Arthur look at Arthur.
No.
Yeah, I like him.
Huge bear. One of the
This is
biggest
the
I ever
hunting
saw.
bullshit.
I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds. Oh my God. Full of weeks.
Oh my God, that's the best sandwich ever made. It really is.
Let's go. Weeks.
Oh my God, that's the best sandwich ever made. It really is.
Let's go.
Oh, give me a minute. I might rest my
you
stomach
still ain't
real quick.
supposed to see us?
Oh
Some big loud
Oh.
bastard tried to rob him. Was that
That is so good.
It's beyond, man.
You know how it is.
What was that from, Mom?
Yeah.
If somebody wants to buy me pad thai, I'd love you. I would eat the shit out of that on camera.
Yeah, buy some pad thai.
That would really help me out because I could eat something. Well, I'm saying if somebody wants to treat me because I could use something to eat. Like I just
Green curry would be beautiful.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh man. 100%. I would be down with that.
We gotta get some rest. I'm gonna be up at first leg.
What? We're doing something.
Dum bum bum bum.
Glittering rainbows.
So, what's your plan? Well, we'll see if we can track them, but we might need to lay bait to draw them. There's like 3 bolts.
I'm having a sheet steak called the Fat Bastard.
Oh my God, amazing.
Horse. I need you real quick. Come here.
Sure.
All right.
I don't think I'm good enough for them.
You saved my life.
I don't think I'm good enough.
All right, let's
I
get him.
think I'm going back to.
Yeah, man, that works.
All right.
Oh, stop.
Free country. Free country.
The bears suck, man. They're pretty rough.
No.
The gators can be rough.
Y'all be careful.
But yeah, bears.
Come on.
Bubblegum Shanny. Princess Bubblegum.
Yes, man.
Empty slot. First one.
That's right.
Yes, save it.
Yep.
Okay, yay, this is fun. Game. It's always good. We're at what percent? Like 0.2? 0.2. Yeah. No, 10.2? Okay. Whatever.
Something like that.
I just want, okay, we're going pants. We want to do just black everything. So we're going
ranch pants.
$10? That said no. Ranch pants?
They're
No.
10.
Town pants, cuffed.
That black.
There's no black. Just okay. No.
Fancy pants.
This ain't working for me, man. I'm not fancy panting nothing. Cuff pants.
Oh.
Let's do
Everyday pants.
no. Persian. A Persian vest, man. We get black on black. I'm going for it here.
No, they don't have it.
Nothing black. No.
Classic.
I bought it anyway. It don't matter.
All right.
I don't
don't need any of those crappy hats. Okay.
No.
Now boots, we're gonna go with the matte black boots.
Yeah.
Warren Roper.
There you go.
No, we're gonna go a little fancier. Too expensive.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna go $21. No, too
Mhm.
much.
No.
1950. That's gonna hit the spot. Black? No. Well, yeah, that's like the matte. Well, I'm saying if somebody wants to treat me, because I could use something to eat. Like I just
Green curry would be beautiful.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. Oh man.
Of course, that's going to
100%.
For you. My peanut butter.
That's real nice. I hope some good because everybody got stuffed full of food. Nobody saved me anything. Nothing.
I gave you some.
You gave me 2 bites of the sub.
Did you want more?
Holy shit! I mean, I didn't eat anything.
Okay, well
I had like a serving of rice in the morning, and then everybody was getting filled up with food.
Well,
and they ate everything. Everybody ate everything.
I apologize.
Nothing.
You should have been more.
Yeah, I
vocal.
should have been nothing because nobody even offered to give me like a piece of something. Nobody even offered, and they had 2 orders of food.
Would you like the rest of my Cinnabons?
No, I don't want. I didn't want them. They were for you and them.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Is there anything
all
I
got
can
was
do?
a fucking small bottle of glasses, no food
Is
whatsoever.
there anything I can do?
No, there's nothing you can do.
I love
Thanks.
you. Yikes. I apologize.
They bought shit for them twice. It's like wow. Like I didn't have anything.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Whatever, man. That's fine.
We pinned it for Jason. Any noble people out there?
Any noble things.
Yes, noble people to help the Jason.
JB the house elf. JB the house elf
Yeah.
needs a little bit of food, just like something.
Just a little bit.
Everybody had 3 portions. I had 0. So if I could get 1 portion of one thing, that would be fucking amazing. Like wow.
That would be amazing.
That would be really great. Yeah.
He's a hungry boy.
Mm-hmm.
I should have shared more of my sandwich with you. I didn't know.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. I
Oh,
didn't
oh, Gavin, don't
ask
eat the
that
bag.
at all.
Don't eat the bag. Poor baby boy. Oh, Nickelodeon. Should we put Star Trek on? Because we already seen this stupid movie. You know?
Whatever on.
Put whatever on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. That's what I want to do, man. You're my honey buzz, and I love you. Even if you're a grouchy boy sometimes.
Yeah, because I didn't get any
I
kind
love
of,
my
not
grouchy
even 1 portion of
boy.
fucking food when there's 6 portions.
My grouchy
to
boy.
people. Yeah, grouchy, my asshole. Anybody would be.
Grouchy boy.
Anybody would be to not receive anything.
Grouchy boy is hangry.
Like somebody could fucking have saved me 1 piece of something.
Grouchy boy is hangry.
2 buckets of fries. 2 buckets.
Oh my god, baby, it's
yeah,
okay.
oh my god. Like that's not even reasonable to say, but it is. Like it really is. Oh wow, yeah.
I did.
You gave me 2 bites of a sub.
And then you said you didn't want any more.
I did not say I didn't want any more. I wasn't offered anything else.
Oh my god,
By
Jason.
anybody.
I'm done with you
I
and the
wasn't
stupid
offered
food
anything
thing.
by anybody, and it's disgusting.
How is it disgusting? Every single time someone tries to offer you food, you say no.
Nobody offered me anything.
Will you stop
From these
this?
streams, and it's disgusting.
Will you stop this, please? Will you please stop this? My God.
What the hell am I supposed to put on anyway? I don't know what I'm putting on.
I don't know. Something interesting that will cheer you up so you're not an ass.
Yeah,
Like, stop saying stuff about me. It's very reasonable.
You're the
what
one
I
who's
said.
starting to be
It's
mean
very
to me.
reasonable what I said.
What
And
am I? Why
and
are
I'm
you
moving on
arguing
now.
with me
And
about
I'm moving
this?
on now.
Are
So
you
shut
sure?
up and leave me the fuck alone. Shut up.
Are you sure? I hope you're okay now. Because I didn't do anything to you. My God.
Thank God I work. Thank God I work. What happened to everybody?
I don't know. He dropped out. What up had to leave, but Becca didn't say why he left.
That's disgusting. But that might explain why they used to ask me for cash apps all the time, especially him. I remember one time they already moved out and he was coming back there to pick up some of the stuff that they left. There was some boxes of games that they wanted to bring back with them. And I remember I went to the convenient market and I bought me a sandwich, and he asked for some of it, and he sat right there with me and he ate that sandwich and said to my face that if he doesn't eat that sandwich now and he goes back home with that sandwich, he won't be eating. He said that to me.
And we saw proof of it.
That's disturbing. It's very disturbing. And maybe the reason why he asks for peanut butter all the time is because Shanny doesn't like peanut butter. And he knows he can eat that without her eating all of it. See, he knows a lot of the stuff that's being said about her is true. He's just not man enough to say it to her until he gets mad.
Well, I mean, she beats him, so there's that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you guys can call Human Protective Services or whatever and have them check him out for bruises and all that stuff. You know, to try to help him. But that's disgusting. If you guys want to feed him, keep ordering like super hot pizzas or whatever, and he'll eat it if he gets hungry enough. That's messed up. That woman is evil. So anyway, guys, the verdict is in. Sabella, tell me if you agree. Jenny does not display any Christ-like characteristics whatsoever. She is not a giving. She is not a sharing person. She is not a person who and Shanny, before you make a YouTube video saying that you gave me a house, please understand that house wasn't in your name, so you ain't give me nothing. Let's just remember that, okay? She is not a giving person. She's a very selfish person. She is a lying, manipulating a con woman who just says stuff to get things because she doesn't believe if she tells the truth that she'll be able to get anything. So here's my gavel at. Final verdict. Shanny is not a believer in Jesus Christ, and I believe when she stands before the real risen Savior, that Shanny is going to hear, "Depart from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you." All that woman cared about was her heart and getting high, and that's it. She doesn't care about Rev. She doesn't care about her kids. She don't care about her friends. She only cares about me, myself, and I, and then that's it. What do you say, Sabella?
Agree. 100%. She does not display any of the fruits of the Spirit, nor does she have a kind word to say about anyone who she's not trying to manipulate.
Exactly. She and the funny thing is, I wonder how long she's really been like this. Like, I'm wondering, was she like this when I first met her, or did she evolve and like morph into this kind of a person? You know, but it's sickening to see her be this way. That the reason why that guy was as bony and as scrawny as he was is because Shanny was deliberately keeping food away from him. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. All I know is when I showed up, it was like Santa Claus showed up, and whatever they wanted, if I had the money, I went to the store and I got it. You know what I mean? And Rev, you can sit there and say whatever you want about me, man. If you wanted cigarettes, I got them. I even bought the Delta 8 if you wanted it. You got to eat when I was around. Now you allow that woman to just say whatever she wants, lying about cancer, lying about her health, lying about her finances, lying about all that other stuff, and you just sit there like a dummy, not realizing the help that you could have if you just get away from that barracuda. You're doing this to yourself, dude. Get away from her. Run for your life. Let her go to bed and then let her wake up when you not be there one day. Make a YouTube video. Say it's official. Prove it. And then watch how many people start helping you. You'll be surprised. But don't be surprised if people start getting on you about what you did about Zachary, because you got heck to pay for that too. Trust me, you got heck to pay for that too when it's time for you to meet the piper. All right, or pay the piper. I'm sorry, not meet the piper, pay the piper. So anyway, guys, if you want to donate to me, the Cash App is right there. I don't have a super chat there because I didn't do the AdSense. I have to fill out the paperwork and everything, and when I do that, then you'll see the thingy there again. So with that being said, guys, I don't have that awesome outro, but I will see you in the next one. I'll try to do another Shanny video, but I want to address the next time I go live. I really want to get on this cancer issue because I think Shanny's full of it, and I think it's about time people start calling the authorities on her if she continues to get on here and lie about her health. It's just that simple. All right. You guys have a good night. Get some sleep. Later.